Chandler breaks in, moves in, scores!
Martello up front. What a beautiful pass.
Coming in with the save. Clip that.
One second. Oh, hello, Rink Rivals? Hello? Hello, Rink Rivals. No, you can hear me, CN. Don't you pretend. Welcome to the season finale for season 9 of Rink Rivals. We are in the finals, and I am Scribbles McNasty, and I will be guiding you through this evening, but I'm not alone. As always, I have my main man right next to me, and that is, of course, the Haas. Haas, thank you for being here, my man.
No problem, man. I wouldn't have it any other way. So excited to be showing off this beautiful, beautiful desk that we're sitting at. This whole section here is created by Ryga. It's fantastic. It's so cool. No one else does it. What do you think,
Yeah.
Scribs, of our new setup
Oh,
here?
this is awesome, and this is only the tip of the iceberg. You guys will see all the crazy stuff, or at least most of the crazy stuff that Rye Guy has been up to for what, months now.
Yeah.
So we have been holding on to this kind of stuff for a while. We are excited to have it finally start to get out into the open, and you guys are gonna love it. It's very, very cool stuff as we will be zipping around here. So we will also be joined in, oh, for the record, Rye Guy is, of course, in the background, so he may chime in from time to time. And we will be talking to the man with the golden voice, that is, of course, Busta Dimes, who will be calling all the action, and he'll be chiming in here in just a little bit as well. But before we get any farther, let's go over a couple things that everyone needs to know. And that is, of course, the dates for the upcoming season. That is season 10, right around the corner. There it is. That's what we're looking for. Season 10. Everybody, get to the Discord, get involved. You got to sign up to get drafted. Got to get drafted to show off. So / sign up player in any of the Discords, and we'll get you in. And if you think you have what it takes to manage a team, / sign up manager. Also, you have to do both. To be a manager, you got to do the player and the manager one. And I will say that for managers, you do need to have 1 season under your belt before you can do the managing thing. So we look forward to we've already got a ton of players signed up. We've got a bunch of manager interest. It is already looking fantastic. Boss, are you excited for it? Because here we go. Oh, we're rotating the wrong. We're pushing all the buttons. There it is. We went to the wrong side of the Jumbotron in the Rink Rivals Arena. This is the dates you have until, what is that, June 21st?
That's right.
So that's another about almost 3 weeks to sign up before signups and close. And as we do every single season, we will have someone who at 12:01 says that they want to sign up. You can't do it. You're not allowed. At 6:21, signups are closed. So make sure you get in now. You get in early so that you don't have to worry about it. Combine follows shortly thereafter, draft, so on and so forth. So I'm excited. I will I'll probably be wavering at some point throughout the season. It's going to be an exciting one. I know we've got big plans, big dreams, as always, as you can tell by the fantastic scrolling banners. And look at that crowd out there. They are ready for the finals. Haas, are you ready for the finals?
I am ready, man. The crowd is nuts. They are electric. They're out there bopping up and down. They're so excited. A lot of fans from both teams in the building. I heard that there's 10,000 plus filling the arena tonight, Scribs. We are sold out. They are excited and they're ready to go.
Excellent. I know I am among the crowd is drunk. They got purple jerseys on, according to see it. You might see the occasional T pose. They're so wasted. Let's let's go ahead and take a look at how we got to where we are right now. We have Harfangs versus Anarchy, and we got there. Oh, this is I gotcha. This is sorry. This is when they met up during the regular season. It was all Harfangs. This was way back in what, March? Oh my god, has this season been on since
Yeah.
March?
Yeah.
Holy moly. This must have been like the first week. So teams are a little different, or at least the Harfangs are. I don't think Anarchy made much in the way of trades. Is that right, Haas?
Yeah, they did not. Not a whole lot. And yeah. I
They
and
made one
they made one,
um,
yeah.
for Muzzy. So Harfangs had some pretty significant trades. And here you are, the stats between them. That was during this regular season tilt. I mean, honestly, pretty close for most of it. There's no real like total blowout here on either side. I mean, Harfangs had one saucer pass, so that's way more.
Yeah, one saucer pass and excuse us, there were 7 trade scripts.
You
7.
made 7 trades, Smith?
7 trades.
I forgot all about that. Okay, well, what do I know? All right, so this is how it went down when they met in the regular season, and like I said, this was early on. They are very different teams now because, like I said, they've made 7 trades. I mean,
Yeah.
look at the difference here. So, oh man, Title was playing defense at this point. Pikachu was still in net. Okay, you guys did make. There were trades all over the place. Um, so quite different. Now that front three for Anarchy still the same, and only 2 players from that Harfangs will be playing tonight, even though 3 of them are still technically on the team. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. But let's see if we can look at how we got to the finals, to where it is just Anarchy and Harfangs. They both had a pretty tough road. So thing we can look at, or we can do lineups first. Let's do lineups. Oh nope, there it is. We'll do that right there. Oh, we'll find it. Okay, sorry. There's too many screens on this thing. Um, Haas, why don't you talk to me about Anarchy's road to the finals?
Well, Anarchy's road to the finals was pretty simple for them. I mean, they made it look easy. They 4-0'd Gangsters Hockey Club. And that included a game 3 11-4 victory, which, they won 5-3, 9-5, 11-4, and then we had to forfeit game number 4, so they ended up taking that 3-0 win. But yeah, they ended up getting the sweep there. And then they moved on to Feet for Hands, and they basically handled. I mean, the one game was a 1-goal game, but we had 6-2 game 1, 6-2 game 3, or game 1 6-2, game 2 6-2, game 3 was 3-2, and then game 4 was 4-1. So they swept there, and here they are on to the finals. And I believe in that series it was Mr. Hawk that was
Yes,
phenomenal for them.
sure was. Even Splashin' couldn't change the narrative on that one. We really thought him coming in would make a huge difference, and I mean, it really didn't. They still. I remember they scored on their first like 3 or 4 shots. It was it was just rough. Pete for Hands had their feet full with Anarchy, but for a simple, I say simple, obviously they had to battle for it, but as for as simple as it was for Anarchy to get to the finals, it was a much different path for Harfangs, who had to go through 2 of the best teams in the league, starting with Limitless, who a lot of people thought were gonna be the best team all season long. Excuse me, all season long. Um, that did not exactly pan out the way that Riker sure would have liked, but they handled them pretty well, actually. They shut down that squad, ended up with a 4-2 victory there in round 1. Went on to Area 51, where oh man, we saw the EA controversy. Um, that one, Haas, I know you were there for that, and they did. Harfangs did very well. They shut down Willis. I remember we were talking about how Bannock wasn't mentioned a whole lot, but he managed to shut down Willis all night. Willis didn't really do much of anything, and then they were They were gifted a power play at the end of game 6, which they
Yeah.
were able to tie up the game and go on to win in overtime very quickly, if I recall. And it just felt like when that happened, you just sort of felt like, hey man, game 7, they've got all the energy, all the momentum,
Yeah.
and they came out blazing. I mean, that was tough. That was a tough loss for Area 51, but Harfangs, I mean, that's two of the best teams in the league. That's probably, to be quite honest, the number 3 and number 2 team in that order, that they took down, and now they're up against the number 1 team. So
Yeah.
that's
I mean, they definitely had the harder route to the final. I mean, there's no question about that.
right.
But like they just again, they're just beating good teams, and it's going to be a real interesting test tonight to see what their
Yes.
lineup looks like and how they control that forward line of Finn, Hawk, and Yak
Yeah.
because
And
they're kind of uncontainable.
let's take a look at those lineups right now that we have for these two teams, starting with Anarchy and that extremely formidable front 3. We've talked about them quite a lot. Punch, Sniff, and Hawk are such an absolutely deadly trio up front. Punch and Hawk have been just lights out. Sniff doing a fantastic job in the middle there. And Kosh and Champ. Champ getting some ice time here. He has 3 games he can play. He will do so. He has the enviable challenge of going directly up against Brendamore, likely to be up against Brendamore. Um, Kosh has been very good, but neither of those guys are going to be relied on heavily, as that front 3 really does about 90% of the work. And then Jimmy will be
Yeah.
backstopping little bit. So we've talked about it, Haas. These front 3, that they're something else.
Yeah, they are something else. And you touched on the defense. It took, I believe it was till game 3 till a defenseman had a point.
Yeah,
And
I think
I
so.
mean, and when you score 12 goals in the first 2 games, you expect, the defense to be in on the action and they weren't. It was just that forward group, man, and they really know how to turn it on.
And I fully expect to see more of that front heavy play out of them tonight. Um, let's take a quick look around the board as we get to the Harfangs. Now, this is the likely lineup. There could be a last second change, and we'll talk about that in a second. But Brendamore, Jeeves, and Duchesne across the front. Ill-advised and Bannock and Hobo on welfare. They will not have Piggy tonight, and that has kind of thrown a little wrench in things. Ill-advised is likely to play, but it's possible he won't make it, and Brendamore will actually have to go back to play lefty as Sly Willie slides in to the center spot. So the best possible lineup for the night without Piggy being available is this one right here, and I know this is what Brendamore's hoping. He would much rather play left wing than left defense.
Well,
I'm sure everyone
I was
would
gonna
say
say,
that.
could this be the time that Brindamore wins a cup at defense?
I
It
thought about
it
that too.
could happen. I just now thought of it when we were talking about it because he always said he wouldn't do that, and he might be in a predicament tonight where he has to play defense. So,
Yeah,
and if they would happen to win the cup with him on defense, I mean, the guy's already good at the game regardless, so it doesn't
yeah.
matter.
And he is quite good at the game. He will be relied upon heavily and has been all season long for this team. Duchesne and Jeeves have done great in support, but it is the Brindy show, and it all hinges on him. And on that topic, let's go in to the final season 9 Scribbles spotlight for for these finals. I did 3 for each one, and I'm gonna get not only yours, but Busta, I'm gonna get you to weigh in on some of these as well. Starting off on Anarchy, we have the three-headed monster. Can that front trio continue to dominate? We just finished talking about them, and they are the absolute best front trio that this season has seen. They they not only score, they do it all by themselves. And if you can put a hiccup in that, then you stand a chance. But they have been absolutely dominant, and their chances of winning this is going to rely heavily on those three being able to do that. Second, there, eyes on the assignment. Can the defense stay focused when you're not used in the pretty much at all except to play defense? As someone who has played defense, Haas, I'm sure you can attest to this as well. Busta, I think you play defense as well. It sometimes you start trying to kind of put yourself into a spot where you can be a little, available, and it actually ends up putting you out of position. So they need to be able to keep their focus so that they can play their positions not just the way that they want to, but the way that the team is expecting them to. And the last one there, cool heads win games. Anarchy has not lost a game yet. So they have not been tested. They have not been really tested. Yeah, well, I hear you. So that's the last one's not going to happen, win or lose. When really good players lose a couple, they go down a couple games. Sometimes it gets a little messy in the party, and people can struggle some, and it can be hard to keep these top line guys in check emotionally. Um, you're on the other team. You want them to be mad. Anyways, so it'll be interesting to see if Harfangs go up early. How does Anarchy react to that kind of thing? So let's see. Haas, we've been talking a lot. Busta, do you want to weigh in on any of these three topics real quick? Oh man, there he is. He just pops in there.
Alrighty. Well, first of all, welcome everybody. My dog is going to make an appearance every now and then. But anyway, I am very excited to be calling the games tonight. And if we're looking at Anarchy, we're looking at that stellar defense of Champ and Kosh. Champ actually played for us. I think he played like maybe one game for us. So, I mean, that defense is definitely going to have to hold up a very stellar Harfangs offense. Then you got a Punch Made Finn, Sniffyak, and Hawk for Anarchy 2. Just a dominant trio. You could just imagine them like the three-headed dog from Harry Potter. They are ferocious in every single bit. And then you have Jimmy back there in net, who can definitely save you a game or two or three or maybe even all four tonight. So I'm very excited. If these guys can keep their cool heads and not go at each other's throats, I think we should be having a good game from Anarchy tonight.
Let's slide over real quick and take a look at Harfangs. Got three for them as well. Backpack fully equipped. Nice. Can Brindamore carry the load? He has been absolutely the guy for them. He carries the puck through transition. He when it comes down to it, they just pass him the puck and try to survive. That has been the game plan. Give Brindy the puck and get open, make room for him somehow, some way. So that's gonna have to continue if they are going to really be able to stand up to that Anarchy group. Next man up, maybe? Can ill-advised fill in? Assuming ill that you are indeed filling in, um, that this is a big talk about the pressure. You are jumping in to fill in for Piggy, who's had a very good season. He's sort of their two-way defenseman, a guy who was helping drive play forward. He had good chemistry with Brindamore on that left side as far as their stand up at the blue line, the trap. And Ill's going to be asked to do it against the best possible teams. And boy, it's going to be a tough one. Busta, you got some love in the chat right now from your Havoc squad coming in to
Of
check things
course.
out. Yeah, good to see you,
Of course, of
Sixkin.
course.
All right, and the
Of course,
last
of course.
thing, the depth check. Really, this kind of goes back to Brindamore carrying the load. If we see guys like Duchesne and Jeeves heat up, then that's really bad for Anarchy because Brindamore could win this whole thing by himself. If he starts getting secondary scoring, then that's going to be big trouble. And I super agree with that, Piggy. Bannock is absolutely able to hold things down defensively. Um, he's not the forward driving guy, but he is certainly able to lock things down, and he's going to have his hands full trying to hold off punch all night. But there we go. So these are my three for the Harfangs. Buster, what do you think?
Alrighty. Well, if you guys couldn't get enough of it, the Harfangs definitely showed you that they are a Showtime team, as we saw that amazing semifinals, and now they're here to punch their ticket to win their very first cup. With a stellar offensive line of Jeeves, Duchesne, and Brindy, you never know what you're going to expect, except from you, Brindle. We know you're going to backskate. We've seen it 100 times, but we know it's coming. We know they have a stellar offense. Supreme Bannock, we know he's going to lock it down over there in right D. Now, without Piggy, are the Harfangs going to be the same? We're going to find out tonight, as Ill Advised is going to step in tonight for him. And then we do, of course, have Hobo on welfare in the net for the Harfangs, which is going to be another beautiful sight again, just like we saw him steal those games in the semifinals against a stellar team that they went up against. So, you know what? I think both teams are pretty much evenly matched, but only one person can win this. Only one team can win this finals. I'm very excited about what we're going to see in these 4 games. We might see a sweep. It's definitely possible.
Yeah, and it's all right. Busta, we will get back to you very soon. I will be joining you in the booth in the very near future. They should be just about ready to match up. So hopefully they're going to be
Our
spinning shortly. We will catch back up with you soon as I get back with my co-host and the second place predictions guy, Haas. Um, so Haas, where do you lie on this? How are you feeling about this matchup with the lineup stuff and just the way things are? A quick reminder that Anarchy has to win 4 games. Our Fangs have to win 3. How are you feeling about this? You're muted. You're muted.
I'm still not going against Yak. The guy already, ripped me a new one on the ice, and they're good, man. They're just really, really good. I don't know if the defense is. I don't think the defense for Hartfangs is going to be able to hold up against that forward line. Now, with Champ in, it gives the Harfangs a little bit of an advantage, but I think ill advised back there could be a liability as well for the Harfangs. So I got to go with Anarchy, and I'm going to go with them in 5.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, though you make very good points, I do feel like, look, Champ is a good guy and he's a great backup to have. He is being asked to guard Brenda Moore. Sorry about that one. We had a quick OBS crash or Streamlabs crash, but we are back. Okay. Sorry about that. We are in the Domly, we're in the process of picking who we think is going to win. Haas, you said Anarchy in
Anarchy in
5.
5. Yep.
Yeah, I think the Harfangs are going to take it. I think it'll be 6. I think Brenda Moore going up, like I was saying, Champ, good guy, great to have as a backup, but he is being asked to guard the best individual player in the whole league. And I know that might be a bit debatable, but not much. Brenda Moore is as good as it gets, and
Yep.
man, I just don't. I think he's gonna eat up on Champ. So, alrighty, Haas.
All right, Scribs. I will
We
see
will
you
see
soon, my
you.
friend.
That's right. We will check back in with you between periods and between games. I'll jump back in here with you. But for now, we're going to go head over as things are getting ready to kick off. They have matched up, and it does look like where's Brendy? Brendy is starting on left D. So all right.
Okay.
Sly Willy goes into the front. I will see how this goes for them. Brannick is your sort of prototypical defensive D-man. Piggy greater than Brendy. On left D, we'll see about that, Piggy, but we're getting ready to kick things off. Busta, are you ready to do this?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome in as we are going to see the finals matchup of Harfangs versus Anarchy. And we are going to be brought to you at the lovely, the fancy Rink Rival Stadium, paid for in full by the lady from Shawinigan, as we have this nice, beautiful lineup, Anarchy versus Harfangs.
That's right. And I want you to know I tried to get them to change their names for you. They did not.
All right. Well, we have a little bit of a sheet, so we'll try our best, but we did have a little bit of a lineup change, so we're going to try our best here. All right. So Mr. Duchesne is going to pass it to Jeezy. Jeezy over to Sly. Sly gets poked into his own zone. Duchesne trying to find something in there, kids. Does not. Duchesne is trying to get across the blue line, gives it to Jeezy. And Jeezy is trying to find something to do with it. Trying to, but he gets it aside, just barely gets it across, shoots it around the boards, trying to find someone there. No one home, but Brindle gets the puck back from the left. He shoots on net, and it's saved. Goes to Lely in the back, shoots it. Now here we go with the left D, Mr. Kosh, trying to find a home, but it goes to Champ. Champ is trying to find Mr. Kucherov, Mr. Hawk, trying to punch it in there. Can he do it? There's a lot of goalie interference, and it does not go in. The canoe is holding water as he goes ahead and makes an amazing save there by Mr. Hobo on Welfare. Now here we go with Punch Made Finn. Punch Made Finn trying to find an opening here. Goes in, passes it to Kosh. Kosh breaking in. Can he score? And he does. He shoots. He scores. Here we go, boys. We got a goal on the board for Anarchy 1-0.
A defenseman on the breakaway. There's nothing better for me to see. As a lefty man, I love to see it. He made it through. He just powered right past the defender and managed to come back to his forehand, top shelf. That was a beautiful play all around.
What an excellent goal. Thank you for that, Mr. Scribbs, as we're going into the next face-off. Now Jeeves is trying to bring it off. It's on to Brindle. Brindle over to Supreme Bannock. And it's not going to be done anything there as Duchesne goes and throws it back anyway. And here goes Sniff. Sniff to Punch Made Finn. Punch Made Finn breaks it across the blue line. Can he find home? He does not. It bangs post as Mr. Supreme Bannock trying to do something there. Hobo covers.
Yeah, good job there, just holding off. We're already seeing the effect of not having Brindamore as a forward as they're struggling to get in the zone and get any kind of time. They'll need to clean that up.
And here we go with another face-off in the Harfang zone as they start to break it in. And we're going to get one from Brindle. He gets smashed over there, but the puck is still in there. Mr. Sly Willy trying to find something there. Goes ahead and passes it to Duchesne. Duchesne tries to cut across, and it's not able. But here we go. Punch Made Finn. Kucherov. Hawk. Can they finish? They do not. What an amazing show-stopping save. And another save by Hobo on Welfare as they try to finish it there. And here we go. Supreme Panic is going to push it up to the forward. Jeeves breaks it into the offensive zone. Tries to get it on, but an excellent move by Kosh going ahead and stopping that play dead in his tracks. Goes to Sniff, and we're going to have an offsides.
A good poke check there leads to a nice offsides. For the Harfangs did a good job standing up at the blue line, but man, Hobo standing on his head back there. Those perks, man, they really do work.
And here we go with another face-off. 10 minutes and 11 seconds left in the first period. Shots on goal, 4 for Anarchy, 2 for Harfangs. And here we go with Punch Made Finn breaking across the blue line, and he gets sat down. Warrior is useless against the body. And here we go. Sly Willy drops it into the zone, trying to find something there. Finds his forwards. They're passing it around down on the end. Here comes Jeeves trying to grab the puck, unable to do so as Mr. Hawk grabs the puck, slaps it down to Sniffyak. Can he do something with it? Unable to, as Brenda plays excellent D there. And Jeezy gets sat down. Another testament that Warrior means nothing, as Sly Willie then tosses around the boards. And here comes the Anarchy boys, the boys in green, trying to reset the play here. Kosh with a little back skate of his own to Hawk. Hawk gets broken up by Brindle. Brindle's going to try to find a home for it. He goes to Supreme Bannock. Bannock goes to Sly. Sly to Duchesne, and Duchesne gets sat down. Another Warrior is shown that he is weak. And here we go. Punchmade Finn trying to find a home. He shoots on net with an excellent save here as Kosh has the puck. Passes it to Punchmade Finn. Punchmade Finn trying to find a home here. Can he find the net or can he find a teammate? He gets pushed off the puck as Supreme Bannock tries to pass it, but it ends up going to Hawk. And it shoots, he scores. That's another one for Anarchy. 2-0 Anarchy.
Sniff doing a good job finding the empty zone there. Brindamore, for as good of a player as he is, he looks a little out of place there on defense, and he wasn't sure where to go. He followed the wrong guy, and they just did a good job filling the empty ice. Well done by those forwards.
4 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first period as Sniffyak breaks it into the offensive zone. Supreme Bannock with the puck, gives it to Jeeves. Jeeves finds Brindle. Brindle to Duchesne. Now what is he going to do with the puck? He ends up passing it to Bannock. Bannock crosses the line, and here we go with another offsides. Oh, he was able to keep it in there. Very close. Sly Willie grabs the puck. Now he breaks it into the offensive zone for the Mr. Harfangs. Brindle to Supreme Bannock. Bannock's got a lane. Can he get it there? He gets it to Jeeves. Is broken up by Punchmade Finn as Punchmade Finn now makes his ascent to the offensive zone. Gets it to Hawk. Hawk now has the puck, trying to have 4-man to beat, unable to do so. Duchesne pushes the puck up to Supreme Bannock as it goes to Kosh. Kosh now has the puck. Duchesne with a real good forecheck there, unable to do anything with it though. As Punchmade Finn breaks it into the offensive zone. And it's poked. And now we're going on the other side with Duchesne. Duchesne to Sly. Sly breaking it across, trying to find a home, tries to pass it to Duchesne, but an excellent D play there by Kosh, as Kosh is now in his own zone getting forechecked hard by Duchesne and Willie. And here we go. Kosh breaking it up, gets it to Punchmade Finn. Punchmade Finn over the Hawk. Hawk shoots on net. And what a beautiful save. What a great game we are seeing. Guys in the booth, how are you guys doing?
Let's talk to us, my man. What are you seeing?
What a period by Anarchy. I mean, you can definitely tell that Brindamore is not looking comfortable back there so far. And how about Kosh? We talked about it all night. You know, like you talked about secondary contributions from the Harfangs. But let me tell you something. If this defense can contribute like that, I think Anarchy's got a good chance to win. And I did see the champ drop, so they'll have to get restarted and re-going here a little bit. So
at least it was at the period break, and that'll give us a little bit of time to talk for just a second because I'll tell you, man, I'm sure you noticed this too. We break these things down all the time. Without Brindamore to carry the puck through the neutral zone for Harfangs, it is not looking super great. Like, no, this is no slight to Duchesne and Jeeves. Duchesne, he's a great guy. We're good buds, but yeah, they are struggling to get clean entries and entries with speed that get deep in the zone. They're just barely getting across the blue line, and when they do, they're sending it down, and it's turning into a fight down in the corners. It doesn't look clean right now for Harfangs.
Yeah, they look discombobulated. Their breakouts haven't been great, and defensively, they just don't know. Like I feel like Bannock is trying to compensate for Brindamore on defense. At least that's what it looks like to me.
Right. I'll tell you, his guy just looks slower than Punch's.
Right.
If you watch this will probably be a good example of it. We see right here, they came in on Brindamore's side that time. Look at that move across. I mean, that's tough, but it's just like Brindamore's doing the thing that like really I talked to. You can see it right here. Just look how much slower that Bannock looks, and it's not his fault. I mean, he's doing fine. Piggy is not in the games tonight. Gosh, yeah, man, you're doing great. I see you in the chat there. So Brandamore is doing the thing that really good forwards do when they play defense, and that is he's just sort of like hanging out right in front of the goaltender, so that he's not getting beat. But that's That's tough. Like that was the play right there where you could see him kind of just hovering in front of his goalie, and he didn't really know which way to commit to, and it wasn't really clear where he should be going, and so
Right. And
it's
those
just
were your first period highlights, by the way. Obviously it's set on there, but
yeah,
yeah,
awesome. By the way, that's great.
yeah,
That was captured nicely. Uh, yeah, just tough, just tough.
yeah.
What do you
You
think
know,
they need to do differently? Like, how can they adjust for the second period, which they will start on the power play?
I think that for Harfangs, that period was the feel out period for them, right? Like, I didn't expect a great period from them because of the lineup changes with Brendan Moore back there on defense. But I think as the game goes on, he'll get more comfortable, and I think that the game will get better for them. I just don't know if they're going to fall too far behind, if it's really going to hurt them and be a detriment to the game one.
Gotcha. Real quick, I'll give a shout out to Piggy. He's saying if there's a first birthday over there in the Piggy household. Congratulations and happy birthday to the baby Piggy. But
The piglet.
the piglet, there you go. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. It's gonna be a tough night if Jeeves and Duchesne, they've been good, but now they're gonna have to be great. They've had this great crutch of Brenda Moore playing on the opposite wing, and they don't have that now. They're gonna have to
Right.
be the ones, and that's just hard when all season long you've had one thing, and the finals you get something different.
Right. Well, that's going to do it for me here at the desk. Scribs, I'm going to kick it back over to you and Buster for period number 2 of game 1.
Busta, welcome back, my man. You ready to get this on?
Oh yeah, definitely. You should have seen the line at the bathroom. It was wrapped around the arena. Everyone was taking a break. It's kind of weird here in the Rink Rivals arena. I never seen something like this. Something called a lag out. I don't know. I don't exactly know what happened, but we are back here now. We are live, and we do see a penalty for the lag out as we're going to go into this beginning of the second period. As you guys can see, the score is now 2-0. He's get a penalty for interference. Womp womp. That goes on your permanent stat record.
Yeah, something they have to do. Baconator Jr., by the way, is A+ dad joke, Piggy. That was well done.
All right, so here we go with the first power play, first penalty kill, however you want to see it or call it. We're going to see it tonight. All right, disregard the first period because this is the second. So we have a minute 30 as the Harfangs are going to be on the power play. Duchesne trying to find a home. He goes in the pass. And it goes in anyway. I thought it was going to be a beautiful save, but Duchesne capitalizes.
Good job to pick up that rebound right there. Duchesne just absolutely garbage time in front of the goalie right there. This little backhand, I think, caught him off guard. And then Duchesne reaches for it. Oh man, that reach really saved them. And they needed that bad. So off to a good start for period 2 are the Harfangs. It's 2-1.
Duchesne must have not got the memo because my garbage gets taken out on Tuesday as he scores that goal, not leading, but getting a point on the board for the Harfangs. Now Koss is going to go ahead and try to find Sniff. They tried to shoot it on net, is unable to do so. And here we go with the Harfangs on the defense here, trying to get anything out of here. And Punchmade Finn gets the puck. Punchmade Finn's trying to find someone here, skates around a little bit. Can he shoot? He's not. He's getting blocked there. And here we go. Puck is up to Duchesne for the Harfangs. Up to Slide Willie into the offensive zone, trying to find a home into the net. Can he? It does not. It goes around the board. Brindle is trying to shoot up on there. Cannot get quite there as Duchesne picks the puck up. Gets out to Brindle. Brindle coming back, coming from the point. Can he do something with the puck here? He tries to put it on net. And what a beautiful save there by Jimmy as Jimmy goes in and saves that puck. And now they're coming back in the offensive zone again with the Harfangs. Back to Brindle at the point. Brindle's trying to find something. He just skates around in circles. Supreme Bannock shot on net. Oh, and the garbage man is there to collect, but this time it's the Anarchy collecting their trash. And here we go. Koss shoots it up to Sniff and is unable to do anything as Brindle now has the puck, breaking it across, trying to find something. Can he get it? And we have an offsides.
Yeah, unfortunately, Sly got in the way of the streaking player. He didn't really mean to grab that one, but so this looks very different so far. As Harfangs just look like they have all the energy and all the speed right now, and they kind of have Anarchy on their heels. They're gonna look to continue to capitalize on this.
Alrighty, and here we go with another face-off in Anarchy zone. And here we go. Punch made fit. Can he shoot it? What a beautiful save by Hobo on welfare as he definitely gets that puck when he shouldn't have. But here we go. Oh, what a poke. What an absolute beauty of a play here. And here we go. Punch made Finn is running into the back of Jeeves as Jeeves tries to find a home. He gets to the Bannock. Bannock to Duchesne. Duchesne running into Brindle. Everyone wants a hug and a kiss before they go score a goal. As Sly Willie breaks it into the offensive zone. And he gets sat down. Another version of Warrior getting sat down. What a good for nothing perk as Punch made Finn tries to break it in. And here we go with Hawk. Hawk has the puck. He passes it to Punch. Punch with a wraparound, and he's unable to finish. Pass out from Hobo to Mr. Bannock. Bannock going to go ahead and try to break it in. And as he goes, he clears the blue line, tries to get a pass, but it ends up going to Punch made Finn for the Anarchy. The boys in green go ahead and pass it to Champ. Champ shoots it up to Mr. Hawk. It's Hawk. It's Punch made Finn, and it's a goal. Punch made Finn. 3-1.
Boy, Hawk just got Brindamore to bite so bad on the outside right there. That little hesitation cut to the inside. Brindamore went and kissed the glass for a second, and he was able to find Punch just streaking. That was that was a really nice move by Hawk.
And here we go. Offense, defense. We're seeing it all as Supreme Bannock is now going to have the puck and try to push it over, but Punch made Finn is there and gives it to Kosh. Kosh has the puck now, trying to find an opening and goes ahead and gets to the Hawk, who gets broken up by Brindle, and a pass up to Jeeves. Jeeves breaks it across, but gets poked by Sniff as it goes to Duchesne. Duchesne passes it to Brindle. Brindle to Slide. They break it into the zone clean, and here we go around the boards. Can they get it? They cannot. Kosh is there for the puck. He then passes up to Sniff. Sniff up to Punch. Punch gets nailed. Warrior again, failing again. As here we go. Hawk trying to find a home. Passes it. What a beautiful shot on net, but it's saved by Mr. Hobo as Duchesne now breaks it into the offensive zone for the Harfangs. Going to break it in, try to do something here. Unable to get it as Punch made Finn is on a rampage down the ice. He tries to find it open. And what? Oh my God, what a beautiful defensive play, because that was an easy tap in. So here we go with Champ to Kosh. Kosh to Sniff. And Sniff almost gets absolutely rocked. He takes a knee and gets it to Punch, and Punch gives it to Sniff, and Sniff sends it around the boards to Hawk. Can he find it? He almost does. The wraparound attempt is unsuccessful as Hobo makes a beautiful save on that. Duchesne goes ahead and crosses the blue line, offensive zone. Here we go. Harfangs on the attack, on the prowl, unable to do anything as Mr. Champ breaks that up. Then here we go. Punch is going to go ahead and try to find and try to fire it off, try to answer back for that goal that Duchesne had earlier. And here we go. He's skating around, trying to find something. Punch is trying to find an opening, and he almost does, but it's unable to go in as Duchesne is now going to break it or not. He passes to the Supreme Bannock, who tries to get over to Jeeves. What an excellent play by Kosh. Kosh sends it up to Hawk. It's Hawk. It's Sniff. It's Ventikov, and it's not going to go in. All right, guys in the booth, what a stellar game. Passing it on to you.
Kosh. Man,
Wow.
looked like a different team, didn't they?
It looked like a different team, but they came out and got the goal early. But Anarchy answered with a goal of their own from Finn. So, but Harfangs definitely looked a lot better that period.
Yes, especially to start off. Anarchy looked like they sort of got their legs back under them as it went along. But Harfangs really came out strong, especially with that power play to start things off. It's good. It is game one, Buck. Yes.
Yep, game one. The score is 3-1. But yeah, I mean, Harfangs just need to keep grinding, keep doing their thing. Brendamore's looking a little better back there. Like I said, as the game goes on, I think he will get comfortable. But is it too late? Down by 2 goals. That remains to be seen. In the third period, we will find out.
It looks like he has asked his forwards to cover for him a lot more, and he is making. I think he injured Sniffyak, and he's taking some real swings at players. I see Jeeves and Sly both dropping back to help him out, and that's a good idea right now, is to have them just play a little bit more conservative, and really help him to excel here. So,
all right, back to you guys in the booth.
We'll check in with you in a little bit. Busta, take it away, man.
All right, here we go. Don't let that lie to you. This is the third period of game number 1 as Anarchy is up 3-1 with the lone goal from Mr. Duchesne being that goal for the Harfangs as Area 51, and that stellar offense breaks it into Sniff, and Sniff gets poked. And what a beautiful attempt that was, but here we go. Jeeves tries to pass up to Duchesne. He's able to get it there as Duchesne has the puck, and he shoots it on net, unable to finish as he passes up to Hawk. Hawk with a little backseat of his own. He has some room, and he's unable to finish there as Supreme Bandit's going to go ahead and make a good play there, and he gets sat down as Jeeves breaks it across into the offensive zone. And there we go. Another penalty, and we're going to see Anarchy go 2 for tripping.
All right. This is what they've already scored once on the power play. They really, really could use this. They are a good power play team, and they need to pull it off right now. I would be trying to get this puck over to Brindlemore and let him quarterback this thing from that back position. It's a good spot for him.
All right, and here we go as the boys in green are on the penalty kill once again. And Sniff is going to have the puck. He's going to pass it up to Kosh. Kosh going to try to dump it, maybe. Ended up getting over to Sniffyak. And Sniffyak gets absolutely sent to the Netherlands as he's laying down, and he's hard to get up. We might see an injury here from Mr. Sniff. As Sniff goes ahead and tries to clear it, unable to do so as Brindle's there for it. But I guess they're trying to clear it into the Anarchy zone too. And now Hawk goes in and clears it. 30 seconds left on the power play here. So we're just going to wait here and see what we're going to do. And the puck comes back again. It looks like both teams are trying to clear it for whatever reason, but Sniff sends it back to the other side again. They're playing give and go, I guess. 2 seconds here. We got an even game here. Punch Made Finn is going to try to break it in for them and unable to do so. Ends up going to Sly. And here we go. Brindle trying to come across the net. He's unable to get there. Brindle tries to shoot and it gets poked with an excellent poke from Hawk as Hawk pushes him off the puck, and Brindle makes a diving save, and he does not able to get it, but it is saved. And then they try for an EA trash goal, but can't quite get it.
Yeah, I like that. Vanek has had quite a few good opportunities that have made it all the way to the net. I think you try to feed him 1 or 2 more times and see if that opens up some room for the guys in front.
All right, here we go. 13 minutes left in the third period. Anarchy up 3-1 with an excellent block there by Kosh as Punch Made Finn gives up the Sniff. And Sniff trying to find someone open. He does with Hawk. Tries to get it across the Punch and is unable to finish there as well. Jeeves going to go ahead and break into the offensive zone. It's a one-on-one. Can he finish? He does not. It goes off of Mr. Jimmy with an absolute showstopper. Brindle. Oh, and it's deflected off of an Anarchy player, and Brindle with an absolute 1-T from the point.
Yeah, good D-to-D passing right there. That was the perfect time to do it. And a little bit of EA fortune on their side. Man, Harfangs, they pray to the right EA gods because, man, they seem to get a lot of these breaks.
Yeah, what an absolute stellar of a play, bouncing right off Anarchy. I know they're going to be kicking themselves with that, but do they answer? They almost do, unable to do that, but now we have Hawk. Hawk going to go ahead and reset it here, goes and passes the Sniff. Sniff to Punch. Punch to Hawk. Hawk tries to punch it in and is unable to do so as Duchesne grabs the puck. He passes it to Sly. What an excellent pass that was, but it is offsides.
Yeah, Jeeves, it was a very good pass, but it did require to come back a little bit to do it, and Jeeves was moving too fast, so they'll do it from the neutral zone.
All right, and here we go. Mr. Hawk trying to find something to do with it here. Goes ahead and passes it to Kosh. Kosh is going to go ahead and pass it up to Mr. Punch, and it ends up getting deflected there. And Punch has the puck again, passes to Sniff. Sniff trying to find an opening. Can he? He does not, but he gives it to Hawk. Hawk has the puck behind the net, and Sniff grabs it. Sniff's home for his own. Now the play resets, and here we go. Kucherov slammed into the wall. Shots on net. And here we go. Punch Made Finn. He has the puck. Can he do something with it? He gets absolutely blasted off the puck as Kosh now has it. Trying to find an opening here. Ventikov or Mr. Punch Made Finn. And they try to get a shot on net. It's dialed in. Brindle now has the puck to Jeeves. Jeeves backs it to Duchesne. 5 minutes left in the third period. Duchesne trying to find something there. Unable to as he gets poked. Supreme Bannock trying to find a home. Shoots on net. And Kosh has it. Tries to break it on the far reach. Can't get it, but Sniff has it. And another player set sent down. Brindle coming across 1-on-3. Brindle cannot quite get around everyone as they're bullying him. They're telling him he needs to sit down and go home and change his diaper as they set him down. And here we go. Hawk, punch. Can it go? It does not. Brindle right there to save that chance as Duchesne gets absolutely mowed down again with Warrior failing once again in this game. And now here we go with Sniff. Sniff goes and gives it to Punch. Punch coming across. Does he punch his ticket? He does not quite do it yet and tries to get it to Hawk for the 1T, the little tap, and unable to do so as Jeeves breaks in the puck. 1 minute and 20 seconds and ticking in the third period as we are coming to a close one here. It passes up to Supreme Bannock. Bannock breaks it into the offensive zone. He tries to find something here, unable to do so. Punch made Finn, and the puck's loose behind the net. Can they finish? Can they get it in? And there's nothing there. EA does not save him this time, and we have a breakaway. Do we have a goal? We do not. We have a hobo save, and what an excellent end to the end of this game. Boys, we have seen nothing but a beauty, nothing but a fantastic game, and guess what, boys? I have to run back to that long-ass line in the bathroom, so we're going to send that shit back to the broadcast table.
All right, Buster, you go get yourself some water, hydrate, take a little rest, maybe don't say anything for a few minutes and let that voice catch back up. Haas and I, we're going to have a little sit down. Dude, that got tense right there at the end, right?
Very tense at the end. And, you know, Anarchy held him off. You know, for as bad as Brendan Moore played in the first period, he definitely played a lot better. Started laying guys out, using the body, getting physical, which is what you have to do against skilled players at the forward position, is you have to get physical with them. You can't give them that ice. You can't give them that space. And he definitely did not there at the end of the game.
Yeah, that was certainly crazy as things got. I mean, they had multiple chances right there at the end, but credit to them that they buckled down. Ooh, that's a good point. Let me double check on the. I think the plan is no, there is no. We're not. Yeah, that is not happening, Buck. They oh wait, it is. I take it back. Never mind. All right, we're gonna fire up.
All right.
We get 5 minutes. Busta, I don't know if you're back yet, but we're gonna do 5 minutes of this period to make up for the minute that was, the slow minute.
And it's a breakaway! And he can't get it! That bathroom, man, I had a sprint from that place. I heard you guys coming back. What an offsides. I gotta catch my breath. That bathroom line was long.
Yeah, we're just doing that covering for the slow minute that is at the end of the third period. Normally they are halfway through it already. Here we go. Thank you, Buck.
All right, here we go. They're going to break in the puck. Try to do something here. Harfangs trying to find anything, pass it around, and can they get it in there? It doesn't quite get there as Punch is going to break it. And can he beat him? It looks like he's got room, and he does, because it's a goal for Punch Mayfield.
That was an unfortunate defensive mistake right there, I think, by Bannock, actually. He didn't turn around fast enough. It was Jeeves. It was the forward back to play defense. He was the farthest one back. He needed to turn around way earlier, and he's just, you're just not used to it. You don't do it as much, and that can happen sometimes.
And here we go. What an excellent play we just saw there by Punchmade Finn, punching his ticket into history as he scores a goal here in the game 1 of the finals. And Koss going to try to find a home here and gives it up to Sniff. Oh, and we have an offsides here as we about to wrap up. I believe about to wrap up this game number 1.
When it gets down to 15, that will be it. It is 4-2 now, and probably out of reach at this point. You would have to score pretty darn quick. They need to basically shoot this off this face off. I don't even know that they have enough time, to be quite honest.
And here we go with a face off here. Goes ahead and tries to break it in. Harfangs trying to find an opening, and they do with Jeeves. Jeeves breaking it across and passes it in. Is not able to do anything as Bannock tries to get it to Duchesne, and Hawk rocks him. And that's it, I guess. That's it. And they're going to keep trying to play. And they're still going.
It is over.
This game.
They need
it's
to
it.
Yep, there we go. All right, now we can go back to the 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 booth or out of the booth. Bust it. Now you can run to the bathroom,
All right, here we go.
and
Back
we
to the
will.
bathroom.
That's right. Go get a drink of water. Hit the restroom. I'm gonna slide my desk over or my chair over and talk to my boy Haas. Haas. Okay, now officially it has concluded. It got a little hairy there. I thought Harfangs had some good chances. What do you think of the back half of that game?
Yeah, I mean, Harfangs definitely, like I said, I think as the game went on, Brindamore got better. The team got better. Now, next game, hopefully, Brindamore gets to go back to left wing and Jeeves back to center, and they can play a normal game of hockey with their starting lineup. And I don't know,
Right.
it looks like it could be, a better matchup. It's obviously a better matchup, but does Champ stay in? Does he leave for Anarchy?
Right.
These are all questions that we ask, but I think Harfangs they did really good for Brindamore playing defense, in my opinion.
Right. My big issue here is that Brendamore versus Champ is a huge advantage for the Harfangs, and
Yes.
they are essentially wasting them in this configuration of lineup, and that's tough. I know there's no option here. There's nothing they can do about it, but you know, as far as what they should do, make any sort of changes, any adjustments, what do you think Harfangs need to do, assuming that this lineup stays the same?
Um, if the lineup stays the same, I mean, they started looking better, but they really, 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 really need to get a forecheck game going and sustained so that Brindamore it doesn't have to play defense. You got to keep the
Right.
puck in Anarchy zone for extended periods of time. You got to get that pressure meter up. You got to get all the pressure on that team of Anarchy so that their forwards aren't playing the game essentially
Right.
because you just don't want them playing their game. And when they get to their game, Finn had 2 goals, Yak had a goal, and Kosh had a goal. They got contributions from the defense, which is very rare for that
Yeah,
Anarchy
Kasha looked
team.
really good,
He did
actually,
look
that
really
whole
good.
game.
Yeah. And Champ didn't do a bad job either. I mean, Champ looked,
Agreed.
other than the lag out, which that's whatever, I thought he played really well.
Yeah, there were
Now
a
he wasn't going up
couple.
against Brindamore, so
Right. Yes,
right.
exactly. There were a couple plays where I sort of held my breath a little bit, but for the most part, I thought he did fine. He did good pressure at the blue line. He had just generally solid defense, and when you play on a team like Anarchy, you're not required to do any sort of offensive work. You just pass it up to the forwards and watch them play.
Right.
And so he's doing a great job filling in for exactly what he needs to do. Penguin, Piggy is not playing any games. He's not available today or tomorrow if it goes that far. Um, they are, I think, expecting that ill advised may be able to get in, which would allow Piggy or allow Brindy to come up and play left wing. But we don't know the status of that. We don't know. So I agree they need to do it. Either that or they just need to admit that it's a fourth forward situation and have him, essentially
Up
play a,
there.
a one a 1-3-1, or you know what I mean, something to that effect. So um the final score 4-2 for that game. We can take a quick look at the stat. Oh, the stats are going to be a little bit off. That's unfortunate because of the disconnect. So not going to be 100% accurate there. The player stats, they are correct though. As we see, Punch with 2-1, 2-1 for 3 points. Man, I mean, right off the bat, they're looking good.
Yeah. Uh, Punch made Finn to me number one star of the game, and then you have Hawk
Yeah,
three assists. He'd be my second star, and then my third star would probably go to Kosh, just because he played a phenomenal game all the way
Right.
around.
Yeah, and I mean, as far as the goaltenders go, Jimmy did his job. I
Yep.
don't think he was challenged all that much. It didn't feel like there was a lot of danger coming his way. Um, you know what I mean? Like it just wasn't. There weren't a ton of high danger chances. The best chances I feel like Harfangs had came from the point. Um, but Hobo made a bunch of like 10
Yeah.
bell saves all over the place, and that could have been oh man, that could have been a much worse scoreline if not for Hobo on some pretty spectacular saves.
Yeah. And I
Rufio has moved on to motorboats from Cobras. That's hilarious.
um, my thing too is I think Jimmy hasn't been talked about enough. Jimmy has done a phenomenal job in net this season for Anarchy. Um, and I don't think he gets the recognition he deserves at all. He quietly has had a great season. You know, he's been steadfast back there for them, and he deserves the credit for sure on the team's success.
Yep. Jimmy looking solid. Like I said, doing exactly what he needs to do. Um, it's not his fault. They're, taking shots straight on and the cross creases aren't making it across and stuff like that. He's doing exactly what he needs to do. So, all right. They are still working on getting the game going, so we're not quite ready to check back in. Now, we talked a lot about what Harfangs like. We talked a lot about them. I just personally feel like they need to offensively D to D or just shots from the point. We say this all the time. When it's not working, just drop it back
Shoot
to your
everything.
defenseman and
Yeah.
let them shoot once or twice. So that's my recommendation. What does Anarchy need to do, if anything?
I think they just need to, I mean, the one goal from Brindamore was just the one timer from the point that bounced off the Anarchy guy, defenseman, and went in the net. I mean, that was puck luck, 100%. But I think they're fine. I think they're good. I think they need to just keep playing their game, and I think they've been doing it.
So, oh, that is the game. Oh, they have matched up. We missed out on the first little bit of it. So we are back in it. Bust of dimes. I hope you got hydrated, took a little rest. It's time to go back to work.
Oh, yes, we are. We are hydrated, and we are ready to call game number 2 in the Rink Rival Finals, as we almost have a goal here, but it doesn't matter because Kosh now has the puck for the defensive zone. Mr. Anarchy, as Hawk breaks it to Mr. Punch, and he shoots, and he scores! 1-0.
That was quick. We tune in just in time to see Anarchy do a nice little cross crease. It does look like it kind of looks like maybe ill-advised is in the game now. I see a different. He sure is. So Brindamore is back on the forward lineup, and they got scored on immediately. So we'll hope to not see that if you're a Harfangs fan.
All right, all you Harfangians out there, you guys need to stand on your feet and cheer for your team so they can get on the scoreboard as they get broken up again by Anarchy, this lovely defense. And there's a trip. Oh, come on, fans, you weren't loud enough.
Oof. Yeah, that's their best defenseman headed to the box. That is not what you want. They're going to have to be right now. They're going to have to play it very careful. They cannot go down 2-0 this early in the game and let Anarchy tee off on them. Oh, Mezzi's in now.
All right, here we go. Looks like we also had a position change there for the right D, and Brendo's breaking it across. And what a beautiful break up there by Kosh, as Kosh was there to make a play. But Brindle is not giving up on that puck yet as he gets slammed into the corner. Now Punch has the puck. Punch breaks it across the blue line. Can he do something with it? Tries to get it for the easy tap and cannot get it over there for Mr. Cronwall. Duchesne now has the puck and slaps it around. And here we go. It's on the other side. Power play still in Anarchy's favor as they come across. We've got an offsides.
Yep, yeah. So lineup changes for both teams as Mezzi comes in for Champ and Anarchy, and Ill-Advised comes in for Sly Willy, allowing that forward lineup to get back together. So far, pretty good penalty kill from Harfangs. They killed a lot of it in the offensive zone, which is exactly the place you want to be on the penalty kill. They got just a couple seconds left.
All right, here we go. 22
Mezzi.
seconds left. 22 seconds left, and here we go. Kosh now has the puck, trying to break it across. And here we go. What an excellent breakup. Duchesne now has the puck. And he gets a Supreme Bannock who gets sat down. Brindle trying to find a place to go, and he's not able to get across here. But he ends up getting pushed off the puck, but Jeeves retains it. Goes it back to Duchesne, and he gets sat down. Bada bing, bada boom. Baddest guys in the room.
I will just call out that Kosh has Born Leader on his player, and he might be the only person I've ever seen use that. That is wild. Didn't know that was a perk that anybody ever used. Kosh, is that for real?
All right, here we go with another face-off and another face-off win for the Harfangs. They pass out the Jeeves, and what an absolute stellar trap as the Harfangs are having a problem trying to break it across there clean. Kosh now has the puck and passes up to Hawk. Hawk is trying to find something there, and there's another penalty, and it's going to be a 2-minute, looks like, for hooking to Jeeves.
Yeah, and that's not good because some of those guys were already tired, and they're going to be in a little bit of trouble here. So yet again, back to the penalty kill. Let's see if they can do it this time.
All right. Anarchy tries to do a tie up there, unable to get anything with it as Muzzy is going to go ahead and pass it down to Kosh. Kosh has the puck and passes it up to Sniff. Sniff gives it to Punch. Punch across the blue line in the offensive zone. Dingle, dangle, boom, boom, boom. Sniffiak on the board for Anarchy 2-0.
Yeah, found just enough lane. That was so good by Punch because he kept driving, and the moment that that ill-advised stepped away from his guy to start to try to come across to help, he just fed that pass across. That was just really well done by Punch.
What a beautiful play by Nick Nack Paddywhack. Give Yak a bone. He is going to send your ass home. And what a beautiful save by Hobo on Welfare. What a beautiful save. And as Brindle is going to get the puck for the Harfangs, goes and pass up to Jeeves. And Jeeves tries to get to Duchesne. Duchesne now has the puck. He tries to find Brindle. He shoots. And what a beautiful save by Jimmy as we pass it up to Punch. Punch punching his way into the freaking offensive zone as he then gets it and is breaking up. And now Brindle is going to go ahead and go to the offensive zone with many anarchists there waiting for their turn to get a hold of Brindle as Punch breaks it across the offensive zone to Hawk. Hawk tries to feed it over to Mr. Muzzy, unable to do so. And now Supreme Bandit going to go ahead and break it up. Brindle to Jeeves. Jeeves trying to find an opening, finds Brindle. What a beautiful pass that was as he breaks it, does a little back skate. Duchesne just can't quite get it, as that would have been a beautiful goal here. And they try to get it to Punch on a break on a long stretch and unable to get it there. Kosh breaks it into the zone. We have offsides.
Yeah, they're doing a good job through the neutral zone right now. Harfangs, that is. They're making some nice little plays. They're going to have to sort of clean up their offensive zone work for this to turn around, though. So they'll be looking to do that.
Alrighty, here we go. 3 minutes and 30 seconds and ticking in the first period of game number 2. Anarchy up 2-0, and we're ticking down, and Brindle's trying to find a goal here, but unable to get anything as Kosh goes in and separates him from the puck, but Brindle still has it. He's getting a little bit banged up down there, as here we go, as Kosh going to try to break it out to Mr. Punch. Punch tries to get the Hawk, unable to get it there, and now here we go with Punch, tries to get it to Muzzy, unable to get it there. And now we're going to get a little bit of a reset here as the pass goes awry. Now Kosh gives it to Sniff. Sniff to Mr. Punch, and Punch gets laid down, and Sniff gets laid down. Go take a nap. Here's a pillow. Hope you have a Tempur-Pedic, because that one's going to hurt. And we have an icing.
Yeah, errant pass goes all the way down. 20 seconds left. That Anarchy doesn't even need that long, and they're going to have the offensive zone draw already up 2-0. Oh boy. Harfangs, it's looking they're gonna have to think about this as they go into the period break. Uh-oh.
Here we go. 10 seconds left and ticking. Can the Harfangs score one here before the end of the first? Can they do it? They cannot. And here we go. What a beautiful first period we had, ladies and gentlemen. But you know what's even better than the game? The beautiful faces up there at the broadcast table. Take it away, boys.
All right, Haas. Let me slide my chair over here and get your words on this. What are you thinking of the first period of game 2?
Anarchy came out fast, didn't they? Sniffyak got the goal quick. And they just didn't look back in that period. I mean, they're out shooting them, I think, believe 4-2. And Harfangs are doing a lot better of a job with Brendan Moore up front, but nothing sustained.
Right.
And the penalties are killing Harfangs right now for possession time. They need to stay out of the box and keep the offense. They need to get that sustained zone pressure. So that way, again, they are keeping Anarchy from playing offense. Their offense has just been phenomenal. Yak with 2 goals, Finn with 2 assists. I believe it's Hawk and Kosh and Hawk with assists. So, they're doing it.
Yeah,
Offensively, they're just getting it done.
you're absolutely right. The Harfangs need to find a way to be more than one and done. They're getting the puck in the zone, and they're just not really getting anything to happen once they're in there. So they've got to figure out a way to make more than just one attempt at the net happen. Because Anarchy, they have found the gaps through the center, and they've got back-to-back goals off those nice little feeds. So,
All right. Well, back to you guys in the booth.
all right, Busta, slide my chair over. It's your turn. Let's go.
God, can you stop bumping your chair into me? God. All right, here we go. All right, Costa's got the puck here, breaking it in or trying to break it in for the Anarchy boys. He's going to slide it across, and I guess we'll take a break. Icing.
Icing. There you go. All right. Man, that is good for the Harfangs. Got a little momentum right here. This is a chance to make something. Nope, never mind.
Try to make something out of nothing here as Anarchy is now going to try to break into the offensive zone as Punch is going to find Hawk. Hawk tries to get it across. Can he get a little sneaky? And he can. Oh, and a little bit of a slap right there at the goalie's face. I think Hobo's going to have to get a Band-Aid on his chin.
Yeah, he laid down on that one, on his back, staring at the sky, hoping and praying the puck was underneath him, and it was this time. They attacked from the right side this time, so interesting change of tactics for Anarchy.
And here we go. No contest activating from a face-off. What a beautiful game this is. Jeevesy going to go ahead and break it into the offensive zone, loses it. And then here we go with Kosh. Kosh for Anarchy. The boys in green. The green machine. Pass it to Sniff. And Sniff tries to find a home. And it's saved. It's saved there. Duchesne passes it to Jeeves. Jeeves breaking into the offensive zone. And just like we've seen in the semifinals, another offsides.
Yep. More offsides. I know how much you love those. But yeah, it's a little timid there through the neutral zone. They're going to have to clean it up. I keep saying it. They got to clean up between the blue lines.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Because if it's not an offsides, it's a penalty. And in this game, we've seen quite a bit. And here we go. Hawk is going to find Punch. Ooh. And Punch tries to punch his ticket. And Hobo generates a moolah as he grabs that puck straight out of the air. And here we go. Jeeves going to go ahead and break it. He shoots on net. They tried to get it, but it doesn't matter because Jimmy saves it.
Jimmy left a juicy rebound right in front. Duchesne was trying to get there, but he was being held up by another player. And just couldn't quite get to it in time. That was really close, though. That's a big... Jimmy can't be leaving those rebounds right in front of the net like that.
Jimmy cracks corn, but we all care as he makes a beautiful save. And now Hawk with the puck in the offensive zone for Anarchy. And Anarchy goes ahead and gets it broken up. Yeah, and guess what? Yeah. Broken up, smoking up. Punches his way to another goal.
Yep. Uh-oh. This is uh-oh time for Harfangs. They need to think about what's going on and figure it out defensively, because right now Punch is teeing off on them.
Yes, they are. Some may say this is a little bit of havoc. Some may say some mayhem, may even say chaotic. but you will definitely say this game is complete anarchy as they are up 3-0, 13 minutes left in the second period as they try to break it in. And here we go with Punchmade Finn breaking across into the offensive zone, trying to find Hawk, his best friend, his best mate. And here we go. Hawk still has the puck. He gets it across, and it's an absolute beautiful defensive play. Brindle gets sat down, breaks across the blue line. Muzzy over to Sniff and gets broken up by Duchesne, who gives it to Jeeves. Jeeves trying to find an opening here. He has no stam to Duchesne. It's like they've been playing with rocks in their skates all game. And here we go. Kosh breaks it over to Hawk. Hawk across the blue line in the offensive zone, slides it across and can't quite get it there. As Jeevesy gets sat down. Now it's Brindle breaking across to the offensive zone here for the Harfangs as he gets set off the puck. Jeeves tried to get it in, and Duchesne shoots and he scores to Bernack.
Yeah, that was pretty. That was just a bunch of broken plays that finally led to a bank shot off of Jimmy and into the net. They needed that. They needed to start answering, and here we go. Two goals behind feels better than 3.
3-1 as we're seeing a very similar game like we did last game, almost the same score around the same time as we're winding down. 8 minutes and 30 seconds left. And Jamesy breaking it into offensive zone. Can he finish? Can he find a home to Duchesne? And he does not. And here we go. Fast pace. Here we go. Hawk going to go across into the blue line offensive zone. He tries to find it across and unable to finish as it gets over to Brindle. What an excellent play by Brindle, grabbing it, slaps it down for an Omaha, and he's unable to get it there as Punchmade Finn makes it across. Jeevesy sets him down. Warriors not working. Muzzy, can he do it? Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't there, but he still can't finish. And Duchesne breaks it across to the offensive zone, and he gets sat down. Kosh now has the puck, passes up to Sniff. Sniff up to Mr. Hawk. Hawk breaking it offensive zone. Can he finish? Can someone finish? They cannot, as an excellent block is made by the Harfangs. Brindle then going to go into the offensive zone. Bingo bango, ends up getting sticked right there. And now here's Hawk trying to find his Punchmade Finn on a breakaway. And what a beautiful save by Hobo. He passes out to Bannock, to Jeeves, to Brindle, to Jeeves, to everyone, to the fans. Can they score? They cannot, as Mr. Muzzy's going to break it out to Hawk. 2-on-2. Here we go. Deadly area, and they're not able to finish off the play. Here we go. They go to pass it to Brindle. Brindle going to go try to get across the blue line. He does with a mess of anarchy down there at the net, and it's poked and it's bumped around by Sniff, tries to get it to Duchesne, who's not home. And here we go. Punchmade Finn breaking across the blue line into the offensive zone, and he can't quite get it there. Duchesne gives it to Jeevesy. Jeevesy to Brindle. Brindle offensive zone. Can he dingle dangle? He cannot. Brindle still has the puck. Tries to get across to Duchesne on a tap, and it can't quite get it there as Hawk is now breaking into the offensive zone. Offensive zone passes it up and can't quite get it there. 8 seconds left in the second period. Can they finish? Can they get a goal? Can they get it? They do not. 1 second left, and there we go. What a beautiful game. What a beautiful period. And for all you beautiful people at home, go take it to the beautiful people in the broadcast table. Take it away, guys.
Take a breath, man. You've earned it.
Yeah.
Haas, boy, that was certainly something.
It was something. It's kind of loosey goosey here. There's not really possession. It's back and forth, and I think that favors Anarchy
Big
heavily. And the Harfangs have had some good chances, and they got a goal from Duchesne, which was huge. Because Finn got the goal to go up 3-0, and then Duchesne gets the goal. They're only down by 2, but I don't think that the running gun game is the game you want to be playing with Anarchy right now.
Which is tough because that is Harfang's game.
That's their game, right?
So that's a hard one to. It's hard to just come out of your game because someone else plays your style slightly better. And they're going to have to figure out a way right now. How are you feeling about the defense for Harfangs?
It's been good for what they've had to deal with. I mean, it's like that run and gun defense. Trying to play defense against run and gun is very hard. Very, very hard. Because if there's a turnover at the blue line, you can get caught. We saw Finn get the breakaway, but an amazing save by Hobo. Those are the chances you cannot let your goaltender face, especially going in the third period coming up. You're not going to want him to be facing breakaways down by 2. But I'm going to send it back to you guys in the booth for the third period of game number 2.
All right.
With Anarchy up 3-1.
We will talk to you in just a few minutes after this one. But for now, Busta, I hope you took a deep breath. It's time to do it again.
What is a breath when we have stellar hockey here in the third period in game number 2 as Supreme Bannock is going to go ahead and pass it to Duchesne. And Duchesne gets sat down. Go take a nap, buddy, as they get it out to Brindle. And Brindle gets hit too, but he's able to keep it. And we have a penalty here. Delay penalty. And he shoots it. He scores. Supreme Bannock.
All right, yeah. So I said earlier that the best chances they were getting was coming from Supreme Bannock, and sure enough, here he is getting himself a goal. They need to continue working that defense because it has been working. That is something that has been working for them. So here we go. All right, back at it, Busta.
All right, here we go. Offensive zone for Anarchy, trying to find a home as Hawk is trying to find somebody, ends up getting broken up by Brindle. Brindle coming across the blue line. Here he comes. He's sneaking. Can he finish? He does not. What an excellent defense there from Anarchy as they go ahead and break up the puck. Punchmade Finn now has it in the defensive zone. Breaks it over to the right D there, who has it to Hawk. Hawk then gets pushed around, but here we go. Can they do something about it? Kosh is trying to make a play, and they just almost quite got it there. They're roughing them down there in the boards, and then he gets sat down to a Warrior again, not doing its job. EA, please do better. And here we go. Punchmade Finn breaking into the offensive zone for Anarchy, and they're trying to find a home. Can they get it on? Shots on net. What a beautiful save. Muzzy down there. Everyone's down there. Punch is down there. Backskate, 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 and they're just saving it over and over and over again as they break it over. And Kosh ends up getting the puck and breaks in the offensive zone. And now here we go. Punch made Finn to Hawk. And it's quite not there. Hawk has the puck, and they almost get it there as Brindle is now going to go into the offensive zone for the Harfangs, or try to anyway, and he does. He breaks it in over the blue line. 3-man defense on Brindle by himself. What a triple threat that was, as now Hawk has the puck with no stam. Muzzy to Mr. Punchmade Finn to Hawk, tried to get it there, unable to do so, as Duchesne now has the puck there for the Harfangs. He breaks it to Brindle. Brindle goes into the blue line, and there's a little bit of a bump and run there, and here we go. Brindle says, let me try again. Goes across into the offensive zone. Warrior activating. What a slap, and it's blocked there by Sniffyak as Kosh is now trying to find a home, trying to find a puck buddy. Can he find it? He does, and Mr. Punchmade Finn, he goes and puts it to Mr. Sniff, and here we go, trying to get it in, but guess what? Hobo's dialed in, and he's dialed in so much, he called your area code and shipped it right out of the net as Duchesne is now breaking it in. Brindle, cross, can they get it there? No, they cannot, as Muzzy passes over to Punchmade Finn. Punchmade Finn into the offensive zone. Here we go with a backskate of his own. Can he finish? He cannot, and here we go to Brindle. Brindle now coming across to Jeeves. Jeeves trying to find a home and finds Brindle again with another break in for Brindle. This is probably break in number 1,000,000 as we almost had a tap in there. Jeeves passes it to the point down to the center. Can they get it across? But it's an excellent defense there by Sniff as Kosh now has the puck. Passes out to Hawk. Goes across to the blue line. Gets it to the D man. He cannot finish the man. And here we go. Breaks it, and Sniff can't quite keep it there.
Double kill.
And is it gonna be an offside? It's not, and the play still continues, and the play goes on and on and on and on and on. And here goes Brindle trying to shoot a puck, and he cannot quite get it in the net. And Showstopper activates. What a beautiful save by Jimmy.
Holy moly, what a great series of action we just saw there from both teams, as Hobo is a crazy man sending the puck out, making absolutely magnificent saves, but Jimmy, equal to him at the moment, making great saves of his own on the other side. It is a 1-goal game. We're in the final minutes.
4 minutes and ticking here in the third period of game number 2 as Hawk cuts it across, and a dialed in save by Hobo on welfare. He won't be on welfare much longer with amazing saves like this. You're going to need to give him a raise as they try to break the puck. Anarchy gives it to Mr. Hawk. Hawk trying to find Punch. Can he get it? He can't quite get it there as full pressure activates. Here we go. Can they find something open? Punchmade Finn breaks it across the neck. Can't quite get it there. Brindle now has the puck. They're trying to get their stand back. They can't quite get it yet. Kosh gives it to Mr. Sniff breaking across, he shoots, and what a beautiful save. Full pressure still there. No stamina by the Harfangs. They're doing a terrible job of getting them Gatorade. They cannot quite get the litter quench. They just can't quite get it. And here we go. Supreme Bannock gets the puck, passes it to Jeeves. Jeeves to Brindle. Brindle now trying to find it. He goes across the blue line to just an Anarchy party down there. As we've seen time and time again, the suffocation of these boys is absolutely thriller. And now Anarchy trying to find somebody here. Punchmade Finn breaks the Sniff. Here we go. 36 seconds left as Muzzy breaks it into the offensive zone for Anarchy. Tries to pass it around, can't quite get it. Duchesne to Brindle. Brindle coming into the offensive zone, and the camera keeps flipping. I can't see, but that's okay because Brindle still has the puck and he passes it to Supreme Bannock with a shot on net, and it's blocked with a reset here. Here we go. Breaking across the blue line. Brindle now has in the offensive zone for the Harfangs. Tries to get a shot on net, unable to do so. 15 seconds and ticking in game number 2. Will we see it? Will we see it? Will we see it? What a beautiful save. What a beautiful shot. 5 seconds and ticking. Here we go. Final attempt. 3-2. Can they score?
Oh.
They do not. Game 2 goes to Anarchy. You beautiful guys in the booth, you must be having a wonderful time. And with that, I'm going to go take a drink. I'm going to go back in that bathroom line. Break it away.
Oh man, what an absolute excellent call there. I'm excited. Haas, you excited over there? How's that adrenaline?
You talk about a game of inches. That last puck was 2 inches away from being in the net, but Anarchy holds on. 3-2. They hold on in game number 2. Yak with 2 goals, Finn with a goal and 2 assists. Assists from Hawk and Kosh. They're just rolling, man. But let me tell you something. When Harfangs got that goal, it was pressure, back to the D-man, shot on net, goal. Yep. That's what we want to see from Harfangs. The run and gun was wild. I mean, I don't know how Busted was keeping up. It was insane. But
yeah, I mean, we'll see it all right here. But I saw a couple good attempts at shots. They were getting blocked a little bit more after the goal, but still, oh man, look at them just picking on ill-advised right there.
Yeah, I mean, I was just gonna say the biggest thing for the Harfangs is you need to get Anarchy out off the front of the net. The only way to do that is to work the point. That's the only way that you're going to get those guys from clustered from in front of the net. Then you can work your cross. Then you can work your cross creases and your seam passes. But until you open that up, I mean, you're praying for a lucky bounce, right? I mean, that's what you're praying for when you have all the Anarchy, all 5 guys clustered in front of the goalie. You know, you want to work the point to get those wingers out of that pile and only leave the center and the 2 D-men in front of the net. And once you do that, it's free range. Then I think Harfangs can play their game of cross crease, play their game of guy in the slot and score goals that way and get high scoring chances. But until you do that, you just gotta work the point.
Yep, they're trying to force the cross crease and they haven't set it up yet, and so they're just sending haymakers without ever trying to work the jab, and they're just gonna have to make some sort of adjustment here because man, Anarchy is just rolling, and I mean they look like it's bare. I don't know that they've broken I don't want to say broken a sweat because they've been racing up and down the ice, but
yeah,
it doesn't look fair at the moment. They are just kind of having their way with the Harfangs, I'm afraid. So.
Yeah, I mean, that was one of the craziest, fastest games I've watched, I think. When it comes to running, the game felt very fast because there wasn't very many whistles. But yeah, like I said, Hobo, by the way, that game should have been 5 or 6-2. But Hobo was phenomenal in net for Harfangs. His forwards just need to give him a little goal support, and they need to start that with possession. They need to get possession and just stay in the offensive zone for longer than 10 seconds. So, yeah, it's just, yeah, I don't know. I think that they need to get the cycle game going and get it to their defense and play a more traditional style to get Anarchy out of their shell.
Yep. So they have matched up. We will be getting right back into the action here. But you're absolutely right. And I think they were kind of getting on to something with they started to use the point a little bit.
Yeah.
And even if the shots are getting blocked, that's good news. Like that means they're
Right.
gonna have to start challenging, and you're gonna slowly open up that in between zone. I saw a couple times where Brendan Moore just sort of sat in the corner, and they didn't cover him immediately, and he just drove straight
Yep.
to the net. And like that's what a
Right.
point shot will do for you. So
And don't
they
abandon
have
it. Don't
right.
abandon that. Like, keep it up. Even if your shots are getting blocked, keep it up. Keep trying it. Eventually, those wingers will come out because
Meanwhile,
they'll get
Anarchy.
confident. So,
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, Anarchy just continue doing what you're doing as you see them breaking into that left side and just sort of working their way around the left D man for Harfangs right now, who has quite the challenge in front of him. But here we go. We are headed back. Haas,
I will see you
take
guys at
notes.
intermission. I am
Yeah,
taking my
well,
notes.
I know you
I have
are.
my notepad.
I will
But
see
yes,
you.
I
Go
will
ahead.
see you for first intermission. Here we are, guys. Game number 3 about to get underway. Busta, back to you, buddy.
All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad to be back after taking a quick shower after that sweating fest that I was just witnessing there in game number 2. Game number 3 is going to be just as thriller as here we go. The boys in green put a shot on net, and it's saved by Mr. Hobo. Duchesne going to go ahead and break it across, but guess what? You're going to get sat down, Tabernac, as he gets sat down too, Tabernac. And Hawk now has the puck, and he passes up to Punchmade Finn, breaking across the blue line, and he gets pushed across as well. Kosh now has the puck in the defensive zone there for Area 51. Pass it to Sniff. And here we go. Punchmade Finn with the puck. He shoots. He scores! Punchmade Finn putting the Sharks on notice. Here we go. 1-0 Anarchy.
Has he scored the opening goal in all 3 games now? I think no, Kosh scored the first one in the first game. But this is back-to-back games. Punch has come out early and got a goal and put his team up, and man, not good.
What a beautiful play there that was by Punchmade Finn. Again, I keep telling you over and over and over again, he keeps punching his ticket. But here we go with the Harfangs in their home ice, either home or away. They're trying to make notice here as they pass it to Brindle. Brindle then gets to Duchesne, and guess what? Offsides.
Yeah, good defensive stand up there just over the blue line caused that puck to go back over it. That is a defensive win for Anarchy right there.
And here we go with another face-off here in the first period. 15 minutes left on the clock here as the game has just started here. What an absolute stellar of a hit over there by Muzzy, sitting him down, man. Warriors just failing everyone tonight. Punchmade Finn breaks it across, trying to again punch his ticket, cannot do so. Now Jeezy has the puck and it's broken up there by Sniff. Sniff finds Punch. Punch trying to find a net here and he's unable to do so, gets broken up. Kosh is going to go ahead and reset for the boys in green. The boys in green, the mean machine, trying to find something open. Can they? They do. Muzzy gets it across, tries to pass to the Hawk. It's broken up by Jeeves. Duchesne to Brindle. Brindle, he has room. He is not able to finish though, as Jimmy makes an excellent save.
Beautiful glove save. Jimmy read that one the whole way and stayed true to that forehand shot. That was excellent. That's probably the hardest shot or the hardest save Jimmy's had to make possibly all night long.
What an amazing save by Jimmy. Jimmy eats a lot of things, but right now he is eating Harfang's world with another save as he goes into another save. Duchesne here trying to, and again, another save. What a beautiful save by Jimmy. And another save as Muzzy now has the puck here. And now he goes in and breaks up the Sniff. Sniff to Mr. Punch. Punch to Hawk. Hawk trying to find an opening with a back skate of his own. Ooh. Oh, and it goes behind the goalie's ass and it does not go in. Oh man, EA, you're definitely doing your thing as they pass it to Jeeves. Jeeves now has the puck, tries to get across to Brindle, but Mr. Hawk is standing right there. Brindle has the puck, and they got full pressure. Can they capitalize on this full pressure moment right now? And it looks like they are unable to. Right now, they have no stam here, but Kosh is going to break it into the offensive zone anyway. Tries to get it to Hawk, unable to do so. That full pressure is really killing him here. Brindle's coming across to a 3-man front as they're sitting in front of the net, and Punchmade Finn with an excellent defensive play is going to go ahead and do some circles there as the boys are trying to go ahead and regain their stam. They pass it to Sniff. Sniff over to Hawk. Hawk trying to come across He shoots on net, but it doesn't matter because the hobo is dialed in. 5 minutes left in the first period as Brindle comes across into the offensive zone. Here he goes trying to do something. They're unable to as Sniff now gives the puck to Punch. Punch coming across into the offensive zone. He just needs to split them, and he does. And he shoots on net, and it goes.
Oh.
Let's go. Punch made Finn. Finn's up, baby.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because Hobo saved that one in the net. He reached back behind him, but it was a little too far behind him as he got that one. And yet again, just playing the fast-paced back and forth game is right into Anarchy's style. And it's 2-0 now. They're in trouble.
The lady from Shawinigan would like to remind everyone, if you did not raise your fins up when they scored that goal, you are banned from the stadium. As Brendo breaks it into the offensive zone for the Harfangs, tries to shoot it on net, unable to do so. Sniff now has the puck, and it's broken up. It keeps getting broken up, but they're able to clear it. And Supreme Bannock now has the puck here in the defensive zone. Pass up to Duchesne. Duchesne to Jeeves. Jeeves goes ahead, tries to get something there, unable to do so as Punch Made Finn now has the puck here. Can he do it? He does. He passes it to Kosh. Kosh trying to break it in, passes it, and it's a way offsides and another zip code there.
Eric calling me out for saying I hate goals. And you know what I've realized is I think you're right, Eric. It's the defenseman and now the goalie in me that goals are not good. They're all bad. So it's funny that is true. You're correct.
Well, you have to give the man his flowers because he's punching every goal that he can. What a stellar MVP performance we might be seeing as he almost gets another one. And Hobo, man, what the cojones on this guy as he passes it out right in front. Hawk trying to find something there, unable to finish there. Duchesne now has the puck. He's going to break it to Jeeves. Jeeves across the blue line. Offense, here we go. Harfangs, can they finish? They cannot. What a beautiful defensive play there as we end the first period. You know what? This is an absolute stellar performance, and I love every minute of it. But more than that, I love every minute of you guys at the broadcast table. Take it away.
Alrighty, Haas. Oh man,
Wow.
What are you seeing?
I'm seeing the fact that Finn has 5 goals. That's more goals than Harfangs have the whole night. That's incredible. And those 2 goals he scored, what phenomenal finesse by him to score those goals. Real in tight in front of the net, man. They were things of beauty. And again, Harfangs are not sustaining any kind of pressure.
Nope.
I know it's not quite their game. They love the run and gun, but Anarchy's run and gun is just a little bit better. And what a save by Jimmy, by the way, on Brenda Moore's breakaway. That literally set the tone for Anarchy in the beginning. And ever since then, they've been on a rocket. Up 2-0 now.
Yeah, and I mean, how many times have we seen Harfangs get in the zone and then shoot the puck, trying to squeeze it through 3 different Anarchy players on its way to the net and never makes it? It's just a turnover, and there's 3 guys there to pick up the puck when it hits the ice. So that's just not going to get it done. They've got to get in and get established, and there's just no other option to it. So
that's right. All right. We are here at the start of period number 2. Busted, take it away.
And here we go with period number 2 in game number 3. Anarchy up 2-0 right now as we are in the Harfangs offensive zone here. It's trying to break it across, and Kosh ends up grabbing the puck. Tries to get a long one to Hawk on a breakaway. And what a beautiful defensive play there by the Harfangs, breaking that up here. What a beautiful chance and opportunity wasted there after a great defensive play. And then he tries for a wrap, and it's a beautiful save there by Mr. Hobo. And here we go, Brendo breaking into offensive zone. Oh man, they really love their camera flips here. The cameraman, he is fired. Now Sniff has the puck and passes the Punch trying to get into the net, unable to do so. Brindle now coming across on the blue line in the offensive zone for the Harfangs. Can he get it in? He scores. Jeeves scores a 1 for the Harfangs.
they did a good job right there. They switched sides so that Brenda Moore's stick was on the outside, and he protected that puck nicely. Kosh couldn't really reach it, and he was able to get the puck behind his heels into his streaking forward. So excellent work right there by Brenda Moore to cross over.
What a big brain play by the Harfangs there, fooling Jimmy on that goal there. As now we're gonna see Mr. Hawk pass it to Punchmade. Punchmade and Hawk, the duo made in heaven. Can they do it? They cannot. As excellent play by Supreme Bannock. Supreme Bannock goes to pass it to Jeeves. Jeeves to Duchesne. Duchesne coming across, doing a dipsy dangle, unable to finish there. There's a fight. Oh, Duchesne is actually down. He is injured. The fight was initiated, not actually done. But here we go. Here we go. Breaking across. Can he do it? And he does. Punchmade fins up.
Oh my god, you can't start that. That was a tough one for Hobo because he actually played it pretty well, but he just got it to the backhand so fast, and that's hard. Those are very hard because the defenseman did the right thing. He took away the pass. He gave the shot to the goaltender, and still went in. That's 3-1. Tough times.
All right, and here we go. 12 minutes left in the period. Call it what you want, but I'm calling deja vu as we're seeing almost the same scores, same shot count at the same time in the second period of game number 3. Sniffyak is going to go ahead and cut across. Can he find it? He goes back to the D-man, tries to get it there. Kosh ends up grabbing it. They would have had a breakaway with Duchesne, but unable to capitalize on that as Kosh is now trying to find Mr. Punch, and he shoots it on net, gives it to Hobo. Hobo back out to Supreme Bannock, and he passes it to Jeeves. Jeeves to Duchesne. Duchesne brings it across the blue line in the offensive zone for Harfangs. Ends up getting absolutely railed into the boards there, but it doesn't matter. Harfangs still have the puck. They're fighting for it. Anarchy has it. Can they keep it? And they do. Sniff passes up to Hawk. Hawk breaks it across the blue line. He tries to find somebody and can't quite get it there yet. Still trying to find somebody, and he gets it. His best friend, Punchmade Fan, with an amazing deke. Unable to finish, though. Now Duchesne coming across. He does have the speed, but does he have the time? He does not. See you later as he gets sat down. And here we go. They're still pushing. That forecheck is real hard. Supreme Bannock bounces off the board. And here we go. Brindle tried to get to the point. Can't get it there. Now Jeeves passes to Bannock. And here we go. Breakaway. Punchmade Fan. And he's broken up here as Supreme Bannock now has the puck for the Harfangs. Jeevesy out to Brindle, and guess what? There's another offsides.
So close. He almost got it. Almost dragged that foot, but no luck. Yet again, I mean, the action is just flying back and forth across the ice right now, and Anarchy is all for it. Harfangs need to find a way to slow it down a little bit.
And here we go with another face-off. 6 minutes left in the second period. Shot count. Okay, we'll try again.
Hey, don't do that, Brendamore. Do not shoot that puck after the whistle. My man, you are in the finals because of something like that. Do not take a penalty right now. They need you out there.
All right, again, deja vu. Let's try that again. 5 minutes left in the second period as Anarchy is going to break it into the offensive zone. Jeeves has the puck now. Goes ahead, tries to pass it to Duchesne, but he ends up getting broken up. Sniff trying to find another breakaway himself, or opening, I should say. And here we go. Punch to Hawk. Hawk has it. Can he do something with it? And he's trying to find somebody open. That amazing D is here, but guess what? Supreme Bannock is there to intercept the puck there. And now Supreme Bannock on a tear. Gives it to Duchesne. Duchesne coming across. He shoots. And what a save by Jimmy Eats World. And now Brindle passing it to the point to Brindle. Can Brindle finish it? They cannot, because an excellent D by Anarchy getting shoved into the boards. We're not going to see any interference, no boarding, no nothing. The refs don't care. They were paid off. It does not matter. But you know what does matter? They know what offsides is.
They certainly do. They've called it several times in the last few minutes. There was some good pressure right there from Harfangs. They were grinding there behind the net and along the boards. Tried to feed some stuff out front. One good save by Jimmy, but they couldn't quite get anything else on net.
All righty, boys. 2 minutes. Ooh. 2 minutes. We almost saw a goal there as we, and it doesn't matter because we did see a goal. Go, Jeeves!
Yeah, what a great goal. I love goals. And that was a good one. As the player for Anarchy had dropped behind the net, and Jeeves came streaking in late and managed to just tap that one into the far side. Excellent job. Man, I love seeing goals.
What a what a play. Sorry. Here we go. Brenda breaking across to the offensive zone here. And he shoots and he scores. Burn that guy. Drop my croissant as Duchesne scores another one for the Harfangs.
All right. And look at that. 3-3, just like that, on some nice little feeds from Brindy as they're forced across the crease. I mean, they did it. they managed to pull it off finally at the end of the period. Maybe they can carry this momentum through to the next period.
All right, 40 seconds left in the second period. We're almost there. We are almost there. Brindle tries to get it across. 8 seconds left. Guess what, guys? There's a blue line.
Yeah, that was a case of trying to do a move, and he accidentally tried to wind up a shot instead.
All right, 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there we go, guys. Second period is done. 3-3. Take it away, boys.
All right, Haas. That changed pretty quickly, didn't it?
It did. It changed fast and furious because Anarchy stopped playing defense. Their defenses would fail them that period miserably. They were not now in that last goal. You see the guy in the lane. I mean, what a great
That's
pass
not
it
how
was.
that's not
But
how you play defense, though. You
no,
can't just be in the
no,
lane.
you can't just be in the lane and expect it to work. But again, Harfangs took advantage of the defensive breakdowns by Anarchy, and now the pressure's on Anarchy to respond. If they can't respond, which I did notice that when Jeeves scored his first goal, it just seemed the momentum just took off for Harfangs. And then after that, he got another one, and then Duchesne. Duchesne got the third one, and the third one was really nice. Nice play out in front of the net. But they did have that one opportunity. I believe it was Duchesne behind the net and Brendan Moore out in front of the net. They just missed that pass. He just did not get the pass off, or he was wide open in front. So Anarchy in this third period needs to stiffen up defensively. Busta, take it away.
All right, this one's for you, Eric. We're going to go one more time. And here we go. Third period, 19 minutes left in the third period. We're going to go ahead and start off with a beautiful face-off. There we go with Hawk trying to break it across. Brindle now has the puck. Going to break it in himself into the offensive zone for the Harfangs. Can he finish? He does not. It was almost there. Brindle to the point. And here we go. Shots on net. And Mr. Hawk has the puck and tries to send it to Punch. Punch unable to finish it there. As now Brindle gets sat down a little bit there. More like put on a knee. But here we go as the defense there goes ahead and raggles it up, and we're going to give it to Jeeves. Jeeves gives it to Duchesne, who gets bumped off the puck, and Jeeves passes it to the point, or tries to anyway, and sends it to the heavens as it slams off the back of the boards. And now here we go with Brindle. Brindle coming across the blue line, and he gets hit by Mr. Muzzy. And here we go. Hawk to Sniff. Sniff trying to find something there, but what an excellent stick by Mr. Supreme Bannock. Supreme Bannock now has the puck, and he's going to go ahead and break it in, and he's unable to do so. And here we go. 1-on-1, 2-on-1. Can they score? And they don't. They run into each other a little bit on that play, breaking that up, but that's okay. Here we go. 14 minutes left. What a beautiful hit by Muzzy. Muzzy trying to find Mr. Hawk, and he's unable to finish off that play there. And here we go. They're breaking in. Jeeves to Brindle. Brindle comes across the blue line. Warrior activating. Here we go. And Duchesne unable to do anything as he hits the board off the back end. And here we go. Sends it out to the point. Point tries a shot, and what a fake shot that was, but it doesn't matter. It's up to Punch. 2-on-1. Can they finish? No, they do not. What an excellent play by Supreme Bannock as he goes in and stops that play. Duchesne now trying to find a lane of his own. Gives it to Jeeves just barely by the skin of his teeth. Brindle trying to find it. Ends up getting across the blue line. Gets bumped off by Mr. Hawk. Hawk tries to, man, I just got all tongue-tied there. Here we go. Muzzy tried to break up a play there and was unable to send it there, as the Harfangs are now going to break it into the offensive zone. Duchesne with the puck. He passes it to Punch. Punch to Hawk. One man to beat. Can he beat him? And he does not. Hobo on welfare goes in and gets it and passes it to Brindle. Brindle now has the puck, and he gets slammed by Punch Made Finn. Now Punch Made Finn has a lot of room to track for, and here they go. They pass it to Muzzy. Muzzy to Sniff. Sniff breaking into offensive zone. He passes it to Mr. Hawk, and it shoots, and he scores. Let the birds out. The Hawk is in the nest, baby.
Yeah, I thought that wasn't in. Like, there was this weird delay after he shot it. I thought maybe Hobo wins to get it, but those are so hard to stop when you're streaking across the crease like that with the puck and you end up going far side. That's a good play. Everybody runs it, and that's a tough one to defend against. Uh-oh.
Oh, and what a beautiful save that was by the post as it bangs off the post here. Muzzy going to cut across into the offensive zone for Anarchy. Trying to find something there. Tries for a backhand. Unable to get it. He gets it back again. Hobo passes out to Jeeves. Jeeves to Brindle. Brindle coming across as fast as he can, but that stellar Area 51 defense, or sorry, Anarchy defense was there for it as Hawk passes it up and it ends up getting broken up by Supreme Bannock. Bannock over to Brindle. Man, I'm getting tongue-tied. Here we go. And Hawk goes ahead and gets the puck, comes across into the blue line, and he's in the offensive zone. He shoots, and it's bounced off a Hobo on welfare, as now we're breaking into the Harfangs zone here, offensive zone here. Brindle trying to find a home, and he shoots, and he scores by the tabernacle himself to Shane.
This is something that's working for them. Brindamore is coming all the way from his left side to all the way to the right side, getting down to the corner, and he is able to make stuff happen. They're overloading that left side, and they're not accounting for it right now. There's an open man every time, and they keep doing it. This is happening for them right now. They should be pushing to that left corner, our left corner, and keep up the good work there. All right, go ahead.
All right, here we go. 2 minutes in 30 seconds, winding down in the third period with a wraparound goal. Hobo on welfare gets it, and this is one of the only times we've ever seen him actually keep the puck in.
Yeah, he loves to play that puck, but smart there because the guy was bouncing back and forth. But big draw here for Harfangs. They got to get control of this one.
All right, here we go. 4-4, 2 minutes left, 2.5 minutes. What a shot on net there. And it almost goes in there. EA heard them and they almost put it in for him as Duchesne comes across into the blue line, unable to get it all the way across as Kosh is going to make an interception there to Muzzy the Hawk. Hawk tries to make it across, but it doesn't matter. He is sat down, and Jeeves is going to go ahead and reset the puck and send it up to Punch. Punch is then going to try to find a home for it, but he finds the home in himself as he gets across the net. He shoots. He scores. Punch made Finn. You heard it before. Fins up.
Those are the worst goals. Those goals I do hate. I'll admit that. He just straight ran the goalie, ran through a defenseman, ran the goalie, and somehow that goes in the net. Those ones I do not like, and because they work too well. So hate to see it. Hate to see those ones.
All right, 45 seconds here. Punch made Finn. Unable to get it into the net yet. He was behind the net and he just gets absolutely rocked by Brindle. Brindle had enough of his shit as they go ahead and pass it up to Jeeves and Jeeves to Duchesne. And here we go. Harfangs puck unable to finish there. Jeeves up to Hawk. Hawk 1-on-1. Can he beat him with a back skate? And unable to do so. Supreme Bannock gets to the Jeeves. Jeeves up to Brindle. Brindle trying to find Duchesne. Unable to do so. What excellent D by Punch made Finn as he sends it up. And here we go. Excellent D by Ill Advised to be there. Brindle has the puck there. Pass it to Jeeves. Jeeves breaks. Oh, pass it to Duchesne. What an excellent pass that was. That was a trick me here in the booth. And here we go. We got the Muzzy pass all the way down. But guess what? Oh, man, I thought we had a little bit more time. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to end this game. Anarchy takes it 5-4. What a beautiful series. We're one away from a sweep. Can you believe it, folks? This is amazing. Fellas, how do you guys feel?
Oh, boss, talk to me, man. That was something.
Oh man,
That
what
was
action, huh? Holy
Yeah.
smokes. We went
We
from
got-
what? 3-0, 2-0, the whole way to 5-4? Like unreal.
Yeah,
Unreal.
that's
But
Mm.
Finn put the team on his back once again and said, I'm just gonna go out and score 4 goals, no big deal. But Jeeves, or not Jeeves, yeah, Jeeves and Duchesne with 2 goals each. Brendan Moore with a pile of assists. They looked a lot better. A lot better. And did you notice that Anarchy defense when they were in the defensive zone and they had and Harfangs had pressure, or they sustained a forecheck? You see how open the ice was for them? They were creating, which is what we were talking about the whole night so far, is that you got to create by using your D, making them spread out, and then finding your lanes. And that's exactly what they did. And it led to 4 goals for them in this game. But just
Yeah.
not enough to win this game.
And a lot of those goals, I know I mentioned it, by Brendamore coming from that left wing side all the way over to the right corner, he is he is not drawing defenders with him. And so they still left their defender who's just sort of defending nobody over on that right side, but all the players are on the left and the middle. And so there's just ending up with a just an odd man experience there. It's just like it looked really, really good. Yeah, and Brendan Moore just dishing the puck out to everyone. But man, Punch really took over. I know I said it. I do not like that last goal where he just ran the goaltender. I mean, you can't hate him because it works,
Right.
but you just hate to see it. It's just not. It's a disappointing one that it still exists in the game at all.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I agree. But look
All
at
right,
this. Both
Brendan Moore,
both
don't get too
goalies
chippy.
both goalies had horrible numbers, by the way.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, they still made some great saves, but not good numbers.
No, not the best, but um, still, I mean, they made big saves, and
Yeah.
these kind of games get this way sometimes, where they're not taking a ton of shots; they're only taking the best and most difficult shots. Um, so it's just as a goaltender, that's hard because you don't ever really get you've played some goal. You really
Yeah.
like to have just a few shots coming at you that you can uh yeah, uh-oh. No. We lost Haas. Um you really like to have a few shots come at you that you can save easily and you can feel good about it.
Right. You want to settle in.
Um
And you can't get
uh,
settled in a game like this. You just can't. It's impossible.
okay. Okay, Peggy. Um but yep, either way, they have matched up. It is game 4. The finals. This could be it. This could be it. I didn't get a chance to see if the lineups changed at all. It looks like Mezzi's
No,
still in, ill-advised still
they're
in.
all
All
the
right,
same.
same thing. All right, Haas, we will get back to you in just a few moments, but for now, Bannock, or nope, not Bannock. Wow, Busta, take it away, man.
Yeah, we are all tongue tied today. I apologize for my lackluster performance in that last period, but I will try to make up for it here as we have a beautiful game underway here. Game 4, Anarchy up 3-0. This could be it. This could decide the winner here. Punch made Finn. I mean, he's definitely in the running for MVP of these finals with just a goal or 3 or 70 or however many you want to count in this series tonight. But before we get to that, here we go. Brindle in the offensive zone here tries to break it, but Muzzy ends up getting the puck and he ends up passing it to Hawk. Hawk to Punch. Punch coming across, tries to do a little fancy deke of his own, unable to do it as Supreme is there. But it doesn't matter because Kosh is there. And it doesn't matter because Duchesne is there. And it doesn't matter because Brindle's there. And it doesn't matter because Kosh is there again, and he passes up the Punch and Sniff to Hawk. Hawk breaking in the offensive zone on the back skate, tries to get it in there. It's so close yet so far as Supreme Bandit gets sat down. Jeeves pass it across there to Muzzy. Muzzy over to Sniff. Sniff gets it across the blue line to Hawk. Hawk to Punch. Punch tried to punch it in. Can he do it? He does not. Almost had it there. Hobo's going to go ahead and send it out. Almost gets intercepted there by Punch on that play as well. Duchesne breaks across the blue line to Jeeves. Jeeves has the puck, and it's bounced off of Kosh. What a beautiful defensive play that was there. As now he's going to try to find an offensive presence of himself, and he cannot as Muzzy passes to Hawk. Hawk tries to find something. Can he do it? Can he finish the puck? Skating around in circles, try to get it to Punch, unable to finish there as Hawk is laid out there as he's going to lay down for a little bit and take a little dirt nap. And here we go. Sniff passes it to Hawk, and Hawk gets drilled into the wall, but he gets up simultaneously at the same time he's hit. What a just an excellent move that was there. Supreme Bannock trying to find a home here, finds it in Brindle. Brindle in the offensive zone. Can he finish? Shots on net. Jimmy has it, and we're going to go ahead and have another face-off.
Oh man, this period's moving along already. Action zipping down at both ends, but not a lot of actual offense pressure wise, only 3 shots between the two teams. So they need to maybe one of them can slow it down a little bit. I just got
All
jump
right.
scared.
And here we go with another face off here as Jeeves is going to go ahead and get it, but it doesn't matter because Punch Made Finn is there for it. Goes in and breaks it into the offensive zone for Anarchy. And what
Oh,
a beautiful goal by Punch Made Finn. Fins up.
spin move. Beautiful spin move on the shot for the backhand. That was really nice. That's highlight reel material right there. Good job. Well timed. Just excellent work. Piggy, for the record, I picked Harfangs to win this series in 6, so pretty wild statement. Um,
All right, here we go. Harfang's going to break it into the offensive zone, trying to answer back after a beautiful goal. But I thought there was a breakaway, but the defender was there. Oh, and what a bang off the post. That was just a goal waiting to happen, unable to finish. And Brindle gets sat down. And here we go. Duchesne in the offensive zone with a back skate of his own. And here we go. Costa's going to try to break it up. Not able to get it all the way up there, as ill-advised is going to have the puck on this one and going to pass it to Duchesne. Duchesne breaks it over to Supreme. Supreme over to Duchesne, and now Supreme Bannock still has it. But here we go. The 1-2 combo. The 1-2 combo. Unable to finish it there. They're going to have to get a coupon because that combo was on discount. And here we go. And we're going to pass it to Bannock. Bannock up to Brindle. It ends up getting poked there by Muzzy. Muzzy now has the puck in the defensive zone for Anarchy as he passes up to Sniff. Sniff goes in and it gets intercepted by Supreme Bannock. Bannock passes to Duchesne, who gets it across, but unable to do anything with it. They try to slide it up the punch and unable to get it there. 3 minutes left in the first period here as we get it offsides.
yeah, just a little confusion there in the neutral zone, especially right there at the blue line. Just trying to get over it, and passes were sort of going across it instead. So they'll keep it up.
And here we go. 3 minutes left in the first period. Over to Punch Made Finn. What a beautiful, beautiful save there we have by Hobo, but Punch Made Finn still has it past at the Sniff, and another save. Showstopper activating. What an excellent play that we have. Full pressure here for Anarchy here. We're going to see Harfangs trying to come back, try to game tech some of that stamina. Almost had a beautiful there, but guess what? We're going to have a 2 minute for tripping.
Yep, ill-advised, headed to the box. Take a little seat there for a few minutes, and Anarchy, man, already up 1-0, headed to the power play with some pressure already. This is trouble. This is big trouble for Harfangs.
All right, full pressure. Anarchy on the power play. Can they? Oh, he should have kept it, but he passed it out. He had a lot of faith in his team there, but now he's going to kill that play.
Yeah, I might consider using my timeout right here because holy boy. That would this is like the kind of time you use it. Pressure, goalie has no energy. This is when you use the timeout. Just saying.
Yeah, that's definitely when you use it. Here we have full pressure here, but it doesn't matter. They're able to send it down there. Don't quite get it to the blue line, but sniff and punch. And Brindle it looked like he was laid out from the previous play. He was a little late getting back to the play as Punch is now going to try to find Hawk. Hawk shoots it on net and he's moving around. Oh, they got out. I didn't even see the puck come out, but here we go. And he catches it in bounds. Oh, wow. What a beautiful play there as Kosh gets at the Punch and Punch shoots it on net. And what a beautiful save by Hobo. Punch has it again. Can he finish the puck? And he cannot. What a beautiful game we are seeing here as period number 1 ends with Anarchy up 1-0. Take it away, boys.
All right, Haas. What are you seeing, man?
Domination. That's what I'm seeing in this, especially at the end of the period. The second half of the period was all Anarchy. Finn with a phenomenal goal. That gives him, I believe, what? I don't even know. 10 goals on the night. Yeah.
More than
10
Harfang
goals.
has in total.
Yeah. He's my front runner for obviously for MVP, but yeah, it's just domination right now. Harfangs are having trouble breaking out. They're having trouble, obviously full pressure doesn't help, but Anarchy's just on their game. They haven't lost a game all playoffs. So, and they're showing why, right? Their offense is just doing phenomenal. They're using the point a little just to spread the defense out. They're not necessarily shooting for offense, but they're stretching the defense out, bypassing it back to the point. um, which is what you have to do with the style of play that it is, the cross crease style. So, but yeah, Finn's been a one-man monster. He just has. And he's taken over this series and the playoffs for Anarchy.
Yep. I mean, I wholeheartedly agree. But we will check back in with you shortly after this second period, which is dropping right now.
All right. I'm glad I fixed my technical error before I had to call that. But here we go. Here we go. Anarchy, second period, 30 minutes. 19 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second period here. As now Hawk is going to pass it to Punch. Punch now has the puck. Shots on net with an excellent block there by Supreme Bannock. Bannock's going to try to get it across, but ends up getting intercepted by Kosh. Kosh now has the puck and passes it up to Sniff. Sniff breaks it into the offensive zone. Gets it to Hawk. Hawk to Punch. And it's unable to finish there. As now Bannock gets slammed into the wall by Hawk. Hawk to Punch again and is unable to get it there. Now Jeeves coming across in the zone, passes to Brindle. Brindle trying to find Duchesne. Duchesne's there with the puck on the right side there. Shots on net, but he is dialed in, baby, as he makes an amazing save there from a really tight angle. And here we go. They're pushing. They're trying to check them up, but they just can't quite get it there. EA almost gave him one there as now Sniff passes it to Hawk. Hawk, Punch, 2-on-2. Can they finish? No, they can't. It is just blocked there. And here we go with Mr. Muzzy getting slammed to the board there too. Brindle coming across into the offensive zone for the Harfangs. Excellent interception there by Kosh there. Tries to send it up to Mr. Sniff and it gets intercepted by Jeeves. And here we go. Left D, Mr. Kosh is going to send it up to Hawk. Hawk coming across to Sniff to Hawk again. And now Brindle's going to have the puck in the defensive zone for the Harfangs. Passes up to Jeeves. Jeeves to Duchesne. Duchesne to Mr. Brindle as he comes across in the offensive zone. He shoots and what amazing save. He's dialed in as the defender now has the puck. Muzzy puts it up to Sniff. Sniff with a 2-on-1. Can he get it? He shoots. He scores. Knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. Yak is gonna send your ass home.
Yeah, that was a great puck protect move, and he pulled it all the way back to the forehand and managed to tuck that one in far side. That's tough, man. It's 2-0 now. Harfangs, they should be feeling the pressure. They should be feeling the pressure.
Under pressure. Here we go. Second period, 11 minutes left in the period here. Shot count 10, Harfangs 4. And we're going to have Hawk breaking it to Punch. Punch coming across and he shoots and he scores. Fin up, baby.
Uh-oh. The wheels, they're just falling off now. It's time. All right, look. Harfangs, take a deep breath. This is not over. You have absolutely scored these kinds of goals before. What is needed right now, but you have got to focus just a little bit.
All right, here we go. Everyone needs to focus on this amazing game, this amazing series we have in the second period here. We're going to go ahead and pass it up to Muzzy. And here we go with Hawk breaking it into the zone. He passes it there. He shoots. He scores. Muzzy. Fuzzy, Wuzzy, was a bear. Fuzzy, Wuzzy, Wuzzy, Muzzy. Oh.
Uh-oh. Well, yeah. You remember when I said they need to focus? They now they need to focus. This has gotten bad, and that's a Harfang pause. Let's not do it, guys. You got he saved it in the net again. That's at least the second one.
Hey, don't worry. EA added a bunch of NHL animations for goalies, right?
That's tough. I mean, Hobos. I mean, he's trying out there.
All right, here we go. 9 minutes left in the second period. 4-0. Here we go. Can we do it? Oh, hell no. Here we go. A break here, and we're going to have a defensive reset there. And we're going to have Brindle try to break it across. Unable to get it on the first try. Tries on the second try. Gets absolutely demolished there at the line. And here we go. The front three. The trio. Can they finish? And they almost do. What a beautiful save by Hobo on welfare. As here we go. Muzzy passes it or tries to get it there. Unable to do so. Now Brindle has the puck. Shoots it on net. And oh yeah, shot on net, and here we go. Muzzy has it and tries to get it up to Mr. Hawk, unable to do so. Duchesne gets absolutely rocked there in the corner there. And now here we go again. Kosh has the puck. He gets it up to the Hawk. Hawk gets to the Kosh just barely. We have a 3-on-2 situation here. What are they going to do with it? They try to get it to Mr. Sniffyak, unable to do so. But here's Muzzy. Muzzy has the puck, unable to do anything with it. Tries to get up the Brindle, but nobody's home. Muzzy tries to do something with it himself. 3 minutes and ticking. Second period. 4-0. Here we go. Can someone do something with it? Punch puts him down on his ass, and Warrior again not doing its job. As here we go, skating across the blue line in the offensive zone. Here comes Punch. Punch trying to find Hawk, unable to do so again. Duchesne now has the puck, tries to pass it up to Brindle. Brindle is not there, and it gets intercepted by Kosh. And here we go to Muzzy. Muzzy to Hawk. Hawk tries to get it to Sniff, unable to get it there. But here we go. We have Brindle crushing across the offensive zone here. He shoots. He scored. Tabernac himself. Duchesne with the front flip goal.
Yeah, got themselves on the board now. This is good. This is what you need. You broke the ice. You got your play off the rush to work. Now you just need to get the puck back and set up the next rush.
All right, 1 minute left in the second period of this awesome game that we are watching. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, if you didn't want to watch a stellar game, well, guess what? You came to the wrong place, because this is one of the best games that we've ever seen in NHL history, as we have a 3-0 lead in the series as Punch puts a shot on net, and that will end the period. Oh my lordy, fellas, this is a great game, and I can't wait to see what you guys thought about it. Take it away, boys.
All right, Haas, talk to me, man. What are we looking at?
Domination, and I think it's funny.
Still.
It's still dominate. I mean, yeah, they got a goal, but I mean, you're down 4-1. They've been here before, down 3 going into the third period. They've been here before, aka Game 7, I think it was last series, something like that.
Yep.
They ended up winning overtime, but they're gonna need to play their absolute best in this third period, and I don't know if they have it. Brind'Amour's really going to have to carry in this third period for them to have a chance. And I just want to say, by the way, I'm pretty sure that was Muzzy's goal was the first point of the night for the right D side of Anarchy's defense.
Is it really?
The first point, because Kosh had the goal in the first game. He had an assist in game 2. And yeah, that was the first point for the right defenseman tonight for Anarchy. And I say right defenseman because Champ did play game number 1. So,
right.
Yeah. It's just, Finn doing his thing with another 2 goals, Jack with a goal, an assist, Hawk with the assist. Like, they're just firing all cylinders, man. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if they finish this up and win every single game they've played in the postseason, which may be a first in Rink Rivals history. So, let's spin it back to Buster Dimes for the third period of game number 4. Take it away, Busta.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 19 minutes and 40 seconds. Period number 3, game number 4. It could happen. Brindle coming across the ice, trying to get something going there, unable to do so there. Puck getting jammed around there, but Jimmy eats world and eats pucks. What a save.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't really much of a challenging opportunity there, but smart for Jimmy to just be in good position and cover that one up.
All right, here we go. Tries to get a shot on net, unable to get it there. Left D, Mr. Kosh is trying to get it out there and ends up getting it all the way to the right-hand side, unable to make a play with it though. Now there's a lot of bumping and running. Looks like a game of whack-a-mole over there on the right side, as we have a lot of people bumping. And here we go. Pass up to Sniff, breaks into the offensive zone for the Anarchist. And here they go. They're trying to find something to Supreme Bannock. Supreme Bannock to Duchesne, and Duchesne gets sat down once again. And Supreme Bannock is going to go ahead and come across and shots on net, and he cannot quite finish it there. But guess who's there? Punch made Finn. Does he have the speed? He does not, and they're going to call icing.
All right, that's good for the Harfangs. There you go, a nice offensive zone face-off. The other team will be a little lower on energy. You've gotta win this face-off and set something up.
All right, here we go. 15 minutes left in the third period here. Supreme Bannock, too ill-advised, unable to do anything as an ill-advised shot on net is going to head and deflected and saved. They try to find Punch on a 1T, unable to do so. Duchesne breaks across the blue line, trying to find his homie Brindle, and he shoots it at the back of the board wide. And here we go, trying to find something, and a lot of bumping, a lot of bullying going down. Everyone's just smashing into each other. Oh, what an excellent 1T opportunity there, but unable to finish there, as that would have been a rocket. Probably would have went in at that point. Brindle breaking across, but a stellar defense here from Anarchy is going to stop that one. Now Punch Made Finn has the puck. Can he get it up? Oh, he had Hawk. He had him there. Now Muzzy has the puck. Shots on net. Oh, and almost there, as now Hawk has the puck behind the net. Can he do something with it? And he does not, as Jeeves goes out and passes Duchesne. Duchesne is to the beat. Brindle is coming to help his boy out. Can they finish? And they almost do. Now Punch has the puck. What does he do with it? He's trying to find somebody. He finds Kosh. Kosh breaking across on the blue line into the offensive zone. What a shot on net, but it doesn't get there as Jeeves blocks it. Brindle, offensive zone, but Brindle gets sat down. What a beautiful hit as Hawk now breaks in the offensive zone with a backskate of his own to Punch, and now Punch gets laid out and he's injured. The number one player on Anarchy is injured here. 8 minutes left in the third. Can they capitalize and score 3 goals to tie this up, to send this to overtime? Time will tell, as Kosh gives it and tries to give it over to Hawk, but it ends up getting broken up there. And now Brindle coming across the blue line. Now Brindle gets it. Duchesne now has the puck. Sniff has the puck now in the defensive zone for Anarchy as they try to slap it around the board. Jeezy still has it. Pass it back. Brindle tries to shoot on net, and it goes in. Brindy, give him a Tindy. He gets it in.
Yeah, good job right there. I mean, they just kept the pressure up, and I mean, he got a little bit lucky there. I don't know how that shot went in. Jimmy was in perfect position, but it cuts the lead down, and you got to feel a little hope if you're the Harfangs. You've been here before. Do it again.
I like to point out that right now Punch Made Finn is still injured right now, so he's going to be a little bit slower. This is the opportunity the Harfangs needed. They need to be able to put the pressure on him and grab that puck and score, and it looks like they do. So they put the pressure on him, and here we go. Supreme Bannock with the puck. 5 minutes left, dwindling down in this game. Brindle comes across, tries to get it on net, unable to get it there with a great opportunity. Sniff over to Kucherov, who is Hawk. Hawk trying to find the opening in the net, and he can't quite get it there. Supreme Bannock to Brindle, and oh, they don't call an interference call, which is a wild call not to call right there. And now Brindle has the puck and it passes up to Jeeves. Jeeves to Duchesne. Duchesne coming across, trying to find something. The Brindle gets blocked. What an amazing block there by Muzzy. Now they're getting bullied there in the zone. Brindle has the puck and passes it to the point. And here we go. Hawk has it. He passes it to Punch Made Finn on the breakaway. And he shoots and he scores. Finn's up for Philly.
Yeah, Brindamore passed that puck back to Ill, but he kind of handcuffed him because there was a guy all over him. So that is unfortunate right there, because there was nothing Ill could do. I mean, he got that puck as he was being hounded, and Punch Made Finn. I mean, the guy just can't do anything wrong at the moment. He is all over the place.
All right, here we go. 1.5 minutes, and we're almost done in this game. We're almost done in this series. Can we see it? 1 minute left. 3 goals down. Do they have it in them? As here we go. They're trying to do something. Supreme Bannock gets to do Duchesne. Duchesne trying to find Jeeves. Jeeves trying to find someone there. Gets it to Bannock. Shot on net. What an excellent save there by Jimmy. As he's going to hold the puck. 45 seconds. Critical face-off. What do you think, Scribs?
If they can score one literally off the face-off, you've got to win it back, shoot it, and get a goal. Like it's 3 goals. You've got to be able to score before that clock is at 37.
And here we go. They win the face off there. Oh, and they had it. They were almost there. An excellent D by Anarchy. And here comes Hawk coming down on the offensive zone, trying to fight it there. Almost gives a goal to Kosh here. Now their defender's a little bit farther back, but here we go. Punch Made Finn breaking offensive zone. 29 seconds left. We might see it, boys. We might see it. Jeevesy breaks up the puck. Duchesne still getting up. And here we go. Bannock to Duchesne. Duchesne gets sat down once again. It's going to be a power play. They're going to call charging on that one?
Interference.
No, they're going to call interference.
Yeah, elsewhere on the ice.
You're not even on the play. Okay. All right. There we go. 2 minutes.
Yeah, it just got a little chippy here at the end. They're going to pull Hobo and just try to let him have a little fun out there. But this one is in the bag, I'm afraid. Jimmy Cap, get yourself a
Here we
goal.
go. Duchesne trying to grab one here. 10 seconds left. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen, with the sweep. It is Anarchy, your season winning team. Congratulations to everyone involved with the Anarchy team. I am so proud of you guys. Harfangs, thanks for coming. You guys did a great, phenomenal job as well. Thank you. Thank you very much. You guys did awesome tonight. Congratulations again to Anarchy. What a beautiful series we saw tonight. They swept with 4 games. Guys in the booth, take it away.
All right. Us. 4
They did it.
games in a row. They did
Well,
not lose a playoff game the whole playoffs. Three
I-
rounds in a row.
I went back and looked at the schedule. They've actually won 17 games in a row. Because I was curious because I mean you win 12 here, and then you win five before the playoffs start in a row. So 17 games in a row for Anarchy, as they absolutely get hot at the right time. I mean they were hot most of the season, but they made a phenomenal push here at the end to win. As Anarchy, as you see it behind us, is the season 9 champions. Yeah, again, Finn with the hat trick. Scribs, I think it's a unanimous decision that
It is.
he is going to be your playoff MVP. Punch made Finn. Also, by the way, a rookie in Rink Rivals, winning the MVP award. But just
No surprise. I
no
mean, this
surprise
should
at
be
all.
no shock to anyone. Punch May
Yeah.
Finn is your season 9 finals MVP. The guy was absolutely killer. I mean, there's nothing about it. He pretty much took over, whether he was dishing the puck or scoring. He did plenty of scoring. I mean, the guy is as good as it gets. So it's just
Yeah.
crazy.
It
Crazy
was,
how well Anarchy took over this whole series from the very beginning and just kept on going.
well, they got goals and they got goals quick. Which they came out to make a statement tonight, and they absolutely did. Sweeping Harfangs in 4 games. Um, I don't, a lot was said in the chat about Piggy playing, and it would have been different. I don't know that it would have. I mean, it would have helped. It definitely would have helped for sure. But
Yeah, I mean, I'm
they,
inclined to agree.
I think it would have helped, but I don't know if it would have been as big of a difference as what, maybe a game.
That
But
exactly. That's sort of where I'm
I think it would have went
at.
to 5,
Um,
maybe 6, but Anarchy was just on it, man. They came in hot, undefeated, 16. Well, they came in at what? 13? Yeah, 13 games in a row winning, which is unbelievable with the talent that is in the league. But no, Harfangs was a great team as well. So it was a great final, but Anarchy just came out on top. They dominated.
yeah, I mean, uh-oh, did we freeze? I agree though. It's just Piggy is good. Piggy's good, but I don't know that he's gonna change the outcome of the whole series. Maybe a game,
Right.
maybe 2. It's just it's just tough, man. Like Anarchy was coming and they were all feeling it, and there was no room to breathe. They made Harfangs play their game and they never gave it up. So congratulations, Anarchy. You guys are stellar. That forward lineup, that trio up front, they're just killer. Kosh was holding it down solid for the majority of this series. I don't know what else to say. Jimmy did good in net, and the rotation at right D paid off. Well done.
Yeah. And I mean, Brendan can say I don't know game all he wants, but it is what it is. I really don't think it would have made that much of a difference. And I'm not the only
No,
one that thinks that. So you can
no,
say I don't know game, but it is what it is, bro. You just totally got your butt kicked, and it's okay. It happens. I got my butt kicked. Anarchy did the same thing to us. So It is what it is, man. It is what it is. It happens. But there it is. The quest for the cup is complete. Anarchy with the full sweep. Um, so there you have it, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. And again, not Piggy, don't take it personal. Like we're not trying
Yeah,
to
it's
shoot
not
at you here, but
right.
it's just, I mean, Anarchy was on one. So it is what it is. Harfangs, you had a very good season, made it all the way to the finals, came up short. What am I looking at? Oh, is that the top of Busta's head? I believe it is.
No, and to be
Uh,
honest, for the Harfang,
get, get down.
to be honest, for the Harfang, you guys were literally a period away from not even making the final. I would not be ashamed at where you made it and how it went for you guys were literally so close to not
Uh-oh.
making it, but you guys battled hard, and you guys did make it. You know, that's impressive and to me that's impressive, man. Right. Like Piggy, I mean, I agree. I thought that game was over. That game 7 in the conference final, I thought it was over. And you guys fought back, fought hard, and you did what you needed to do to get to the final. So that is a testament to you guys. You guys hung in there and you did do a great job. You had a phenomenal season. No one can take that away from you. It's just
Yep.
Anarchy was the better team on this night, and that's just the way it happened.
Jimmy said no respect. He got no respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's hard. Honestly, it's hard when you're playing defense or goalie behind a trio that's scoring like 20 goals a series. For people to
Yeah.
be like, "Oh, the goaltender's so great." Um, yeah, Brenda, you are so salty, man. It's okay, dude. It's all good. You guys did great. So, all right, well, tell you what. We're gonna have more. There'll be plenty going on in the near future about this in the future, and I think for now it is late. We will say one more congratulations to Anarchy. You guys did very well. Congratulations to Harfang for making it this far. Uh, everyone, and this is it. Season 9 has, the actual on ice part of it is done. There will be all the awards and that stuff as we go along. But all right, I'm gonna leave it right there before I turn this into another 30 minutes. Thank you, everyone. We appreciate all of you that were on the ice. We appreciate all of you jumping in chat. I super appreciate a shout out to Busta Dimes for leaving his heart out there in the booth. Busta, I think you're still here. You can still hear me, right?
Yeah, I'm here.
Thank you, man. You did a fantastic job. It was excellent. Your energy is phenomenal, and we look forward to seeing more of it in the future.
Oh, I definitely tried, man. You know, like I said, I definitely have a good time doing this. I did kind of fuck up in the last game there, but that's okay. I definitely tried to fix it there, but it's okay. That's all right. And I probably just messed up right there too by the reactions you guys just did. But that's all right though.
No,
We
no,
had a great
no.
time tonight. Oh, look, I'm gonna peer over his face. I'm blinking
No.
in. I'm
I
here.
We both made that face because we looked at the chat right now, I'm sure. But we'll move on. Haas, I appreciate you doing the booth. This is awesome. This little
This is so
environment we
cool.
got going on here. Very,
No
very
one no
cool.
one does it like us again, and this is unbelievable what we have here. So, and again, there's some kinks to work out, but again, we wanted to bring you something that you guys don't see anywhere else. Um, and I think we've accomplished that, and I thought it went pretty well.
Yep, agreed. And of course, this is all happening because of the guy in the background. That is, of course, Rad Guy, who has been talking to us all night long and making all of this stuff that you have seen happen happy. He's making us happy with all of this cool stuff that is happening. So, thank you, Rad Guy, for another successful season. It was a long one. We have made it through. We got just a little bit more stuff as far as other things go. Um, but Anarchy, what a workhorse, what a wagon all the way through.
Yeah.
All right, with that, thank you, everyone. We appreciate you. There's more to come, of course, always. So make sure you stay tuned to the Discord /sign up player if you want to get in on season 10. And until then, keep the rivalry alive.